I reached the end of the sword, but in the face of the approaching death, everything was futile. I regret living obsessed with the sword. If only I could have lived an ordinary life. What? Speaking of being ordinary, the child of a woman who ruined our clan, you should consider it a blessing that you weren't driven out. The prestigious Tang family of Sichuan, masters of poison and hidden weapon arts, has fallen. One of the new powers of Murim that brought down the order of its 9 sects, Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord, Yeon-Myeong. If his proposals were refused, if he took fancy to a woman, he would propose that she marry him, and if ignored or refused, such eccentricities of Yeon-Myeong extended to the Sichuan Tang family, and the poison phoenix, Tang Jihai, was targeted. Facing Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord who came to take Tang Jihai, the Sichuan Tang family fought with all their might and won. But as a result of pouring all their resources, the Sichuan Tang family walked the path of downfall. Unclear. How can you collapse now? There's still a long way to go. What will your glaring do? If you feel wronged, blame your mother. This is my daily life. Because my mother attracted the attention of Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord and ruined the clan. The resentful words and harsh hands directed at my mother reached me as well. Son, why are you so late? Yeon-Myeong's mother, the poison phoenix Tang Jihai. Why is your face like that? Did something happen? Aha Heights, nothing. Were the kids bullying you? Cough! Number I fell on my own while playing with friends. What if you scar your face? I'll be more careful next time. So you don't have to worry. Son, have you eaten? Sorry. I don't have an appetite. I'll rest a bit. I know it's not your fault, Mother. But there's no one I can complain to. Raising my voice only brings retaliation. Father went the same way. Even if we leave the Tang family, who would protect us, mother and son? Would it have been different if father were here? Ugh, kid, stop exaggerating. Don't be a drama queen. It's just the beginning. Do we have to live like this? Guys, that's too much. Leave it be. I prepared hard to play with Yeon-Myeong. So don't wear him out before we even start. Here we go again. What's it this time? Since we're going to participate in the upcoming clan leader competition, Tang Yeon-Myeong, shouldn't we test the poison we'll use then? A wrong needle could cripple you, Tang Jeong-gil. Be thankful I'm holding you firmly. Yeon-Myeong, I wouldn't kill you. As long as the effect of the poison is confirmed, you'll get the antidote, okay? So you won't die, understood? Oh my, the skin is reacting right away. Yeon-Myeong, endure it. You can do this. How long do I have to endure? If I just close my eyes now, it would be so much easier. Then who would protect my mother? If only I hadn't been born so weak. If I could have stood up to those guys. I don't ask for much. I just want to become strong enough to protect my mother and me. I want to live a normal life. Sword? Since when has that been there? Strange. I'm sure I've never seen that sword before. But it doesn't feel unfamiliar, as if it was mine. Having trained with the sword for over 100 years, I reached it. Sword form, sides, sword Yeon-Myeong. All of these were to achieve one thing. But the end is so futile. Cannot stop the approaching death. Regret overwhelms me. If I could live a second life. I want to live as a normal life. In this life too, I've remembered everything. I've remembered everything. I am a sword master from my past life, and she current Yeon-Myeong. Live a normal life. Where do you think you're going after coming in so injured yesterday? Don't worry, mother. Nothing you fear will happen. Then, I'll be back. Myeong is not avoiding us today, is he? Well, we did beat him up quite badly. If he doesn't want his mom to see him in a sorry state, he'll show up, right? Still, the kid's got guts. Extra guts? What guts? Well, it doesn't matter. If he shows up, we'll beat him up thoroughly. And if he doesn't, we'll gather the kids and mock him. Oh, there he comes. Haha, you're really late. I thought you weren't going to show up and got worried. Hey, Yeon-Myeong, here. Hurry up, will you? Young Ryung, you must have had a hard time. How come you look unharmed? Just that much won't hurt me, Moonshan. Ha! The guy who was moaning in pain yesterday is saying what? Right, just that much. isn't it? Maybe you need a hot compress? Maybe you need a hot compress? Tang Junggil. And Tang Yeon-Myeong. What's the occasion? Why is Yeon-Myeong calling us by our names? Today, our Yeon-Myeong. Man to die? Okay. Was yesterday's poison not enough? Should we double the dose today? Why are you asking me? Why aren't you paying attention to the person in front of you? Oh, what? How come? Junggil got knocked down in one hit? He was supposed to be untrained in martial arts. So how did this happen? I don't know what you guys can do. There's no reason I can't. You said you're participating in the clan leader competition, right? You're going to enter with this level of skill? What the? This guy. He seems like a completely different person overnight. Calm down. Tang Moonchan. Junggil got caught off guard for a moment. We've trained for years for the competition. We won't lose to someone like him. Let's see if the same words. I come out after facing my skills. If the level of the participants is like this, the competition for the clan leader is pretty much decided. Hidden Poison Hall originally. It was the place where the clan leader resided and where major family decisions were made. Not initiated, Pat. But since the leader's position has been vacant for a long time, it has now become the council room of the elders. Since everyone is gathered, let's start the meeting. The participants for this young clan leader competition seem to have been narrowed down. So, let's make the final decision on the participation of Poison Phoenix's son, Tang Yeon-Myeong. He hasn't officially announced his participation yet, but everyone knows he's been openly beaten by other children. He has shown no achievements so far. There should be no objection to excluding him from the competition, right? But isn't Tang Yeon-Myeong the blood of the previous clan leader? Excluding him might call into question the legitimacy of the future competition. I understand what you're saying. But isn't it a bigger problem if someone unskilled in martial arts lowers the competition's level? Even if he is of the previous leader's blood, now nothing but a burden to our family, right? Tang Yeon-Myeong? I can't, yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mom? I am aware. Thank you. What? Hi, Zephed. All this time, I've been so suppressed and endured a lot in the Tang family. But now, I'm not thinking of enduring anymore. To harm a child participating in the young clan leader competition like this, I'm livid. Don't you know it's a serious crime to harm a competitor? I'm well aware of our family rules. But there's no problem with fights between competition participants, is there? What is this kid saying? Yantiong, what are you saying just now? Are you saying you really want to participate in the young clan leader competition now? Is that not enough? Just what? You, Myohi, want to check the open ground outside the main hall. Moonchan and Junggil used to bully me. I've just followed the family rule. Repaying kindness twofold. Revenge tenfold. Ike. So, you've proven your worth and want to participate in the competition. Elder. This can't be. He is exploiting the exemption from serious crimes granted to competition participants. That's right. Regardless of legitimacy, it endangers other participants. No. Let him participate in the competition. Elder? It seems only momentarily. Should I stop him? Can he, by all accounts, have acquired a qualified technique to participate? I can hardly believe your skills. You do not intend to become the young clan leader, do you? You might, for that matter, today. How could you do such a thing? Participating in the young clan leader competition? It was necessary, Mother. With such a decisive tone, it's not just an outburst or a whim. Yeon-Myeong, name given with the meaning of surviving as long as possible. I thought you were still a child, but now I sense the presence of a great man. I won't ask how you learned your techniques, nor how you overpowered not one but 3 children. Just answer me one thing. Are you confident about the young clan leader competition? Who do you think I am? Nah, I am the son of the Poison Phoenix. You've really grown up. Well, I'm so proud of you, Ox. Mother's embrace is warm. I want to continue protecting my ordinary life against anything that disturbs this life. I will eliminate them all. Eliminate. 1 month later, sister. Should we just leave it as is? IP. The young clan leader competition isn't child's play. You know that, don't you? Every moment is precious. Let him be. He must have his reasons, as you've seen. He's not a child who acts without a plan, is he? Definitely. His mentality, courage, and composure are unbelievable for a boy of his age. They are unbelievable for a boy of his age. Dark King clan leader Tang Yeon-Myeong. But regardless, the attitude he's showing now. Are you worried? Till now, you and the Dark King family have been protecting Yeon-Myeong and even taking care of him before the competition. I'm really grateful, Yeon-Myeong. The situation he's created is so significant that I had to step in. By this point, I too can't help but have expectations for Yeon-Myeong. But is it really okay for him to not train separately? What I've been doing so far, eating the clean meals prepared by mother, getting plenty of sleep, and using internal methods to correct the twisted chi paths, simply honing strength and skills is not necessary right now. For someone like me, who has awakened to my past life that reached the realm of Swordmaster MJ, such things can be attempted at any time. However, right now, it is essential to fortify the vessel that contains that power the body. At the tender age of just 12, the full body meridians and pathways aren't heavily blocked with impurities. As my level increases, naturally, a transformation, rebirth, will occur. But even then, the foundation, body, remains crucial. To maintain balance, I now need to focus on getting the nutrition and rest necessary for physical growth. This is sufficient on the day of the competition E. Then, I will be going, mother. On the day of the competition. Yes, do take care of yourself. Farewell, Sister Tang Jihai. Yes, it was nice meeting you too, Yeon-Myeong. Let's go. Long Kriang, our son, has grown up so well. If only you could have seen him. Dark King Hall as. Have I come too early? The Dark King clan leader is away due to the competition proceedings. It seems we still have about half an hour before the competition starts. That guy, he's the son of Poison Phoenix, right? Right. Tang Yeon-Myeong. The one who beat up Moon-chan like that? Isn't that a false rumor? I heard he couldn't even learn martial arts. Circumflex Q. And such a guy is participating in the same competition as us. The standard of the young clan leader competition has dropped. Looks like we need to instill some discipline. Hey, are you okay? That guy, he suddenly used a hidden weapon. Wait a moment. It's not a hidden weapon. It's just half-eaten rice cake, isn't it? How can throwing something like that be so powerful? This guy. We won't leave him be. Moon-chan only went around with 2 others, but you guys are in quite a group. However, didn't you hear how Moon-chan and his group got beaten? Doesn't matter. Experience it firsthand. By the way, even with a crippled arm, Moon-chan didn't run away, right? You guys, being competition participants, won't run away, will you? Attack him altogether. Kill this guy. This kid is a competition participant, right? Could it be that something has happened? You guys, what's this commotion? What's this? Gah, it hurts. FR. Attacoil CM. Have you arrived? I was getting bored waiting. Don't misunderstand. They were the ones who started the trouble first. Please, go easy on me. We can't just overlook this. Grand Elder, I will. How can there be so many injuries just before the competition? If such a person becomes the young clan leader, worse things will surely happen. Grand Elder, Tang Sokjung. Let's modify one of the competition rules. How is the competition conducted? From the common mountain, they undergo years of training and then proceed to duels. Who are you? You asked. So I just answered. I heard that the competition details were confidential, so how did you know? My father works at the general office. I got a little tip from him. Silence. Everyone. I am Dark King clan leader Tang Yeon-Myeong, who will be overseeing this competition. I will now explain the order of the competition. Its leader, Yeon-Myeong, the youngest leader ever. So impressive. The competition lasts for 4 years. Of these, 3 years are for practice. Throwing Throwing skills. The first year is for finding a suitable practice method for each individual to conduct independently. Hidden weapon skills. Poison-making skills. For the next 2 years, under the guidance of assigned warriors, comprehensive training is conducted. After all the training is complete, the main competition begins. The form of the competition is a one-on-one duel conducted as a GU poison match. M. Goo poison? The goo poison we know of? GU poison. A method involving placing strong poisons in a jar to fight each other, refining a potent toxin. CU poison match refers to a personal combat competition where participants fight until only one person remains. Originally, we were supposed to select the young clan leader through one-on-one duels, but due to the unfortunate incidents just now, numerous dropouts occurred. If we continue as per the original rules, such incidents could repeat. Thus, we've changed the competition format to allow everyone to exert their full power. All is at stake because of Tang Yeon-Myeong. This young clan leader position is vital for the future of the Tang family. It's not a mere child's fight, but a noble ceremony where one risks their lives to challenge their limits. Fight, survive, and conquer. The victor will possess everything of the Sichuan Tang family. The number of competitors who will survive through the goo poison is Tang Yeon-Myeong, Tang Yeon-Myeong, Tang Moon-chan, Tang Yeon-Myeong, Tang Sok-chan, Tang Sok-chan, Tang Suklin, Tang Yeon-Myeong. Only one. Well, it doesn't seem hard at all. First, thank you all for gathering here. Sichuan Province, Black Death Alliance territory, Dark Moon Sword Sect main camp, meeting room. I know everyone is busy with their affairs, but please listen to what I have to say first. You all must be aware of the scheme the Tang family has been plotting recently. Are you referring to the young clan leader competition? According to our spies, they declared the competition a few days ago. Exactly, right after that. The participants, that is, the children of the Tang family with potential to become the young clan leader, left in carriages. Of course, the current state of the Tang family is such that our leader could eliminate them any time if he wishes. Black Death Alliance leader, Giljan. But for now, he's leaving them be because they still have some use. It's clear as day that those children are the future of the Tang family. Black Death Alliance, leader Guljan. If anything goes wrong, it would deal an irreversible blow to the Tang family. The words of the elder of the Dark Moon Sword Sect are indeed true. Haha. Although they have declined, the Tang family remains an entity we must be wary of. So when should we act? For now, we'll do nothing. Tracking the carriage now and plucking the buds that the Tang family is trying to grow would indeed be easy, but that wouldn't truly deliver a significant blow to the Tang family, would it? The Tang family's young clan leader competition runs for a total of 4 years. Imagine if, after all that effort, all their carefully nurtured children were to die at the climax of the competition. That would indeed be a fatal blow, like the Jagal family, or the Myeong family from Yodong. Exactly. Dark Moon Sword Sect McKinhu. For now, let's just track where the carriage is heading and make our move after 4 years. The tracking has already been arranged. And not only that, I've also planted a small seed. Maybe the Tang family will fall entirely into our hands. Common Mountain, Sichuan Tang Family Young Clan Leader Competition Venue. Although the competition rules have changed, the schedule and procedures remain the same. During the competition, participants will be called by numbers instead of names. Each group consists of 4, and you are group 7, therefore. Number, Tang Yeon. Number, Tang Mirio. Number, Tang Yuri. Eh? Wait, one is missing. Where is number? Number, why are you lagging behind? Sorry, I was just thinking for a moment. There's no time for idle thoughts. Make sure not to fall behind. Doesn't the person leading us sense it? I feel a presence from behind. It doesn't seem like a passing commoner or an escort from the Tang family. We've been tailed. Instructor? Is this the place? Here. There's nothing here? Group 7. Give the password. Wait, the clock is speeding? Poison King of Hidden Poison. Confirmed. Okay. Nice to meet you. Meet you, everyone, Cal. My name is Jagul Changshin. I'm here to assist in your competition. The Jigul family. Once one of the 5 great families, like the Sichuan Tang family and Master of Formations, but now fallen due to the invasion of Heaven's brilliant demon lord. Thanks to the support of the Tang family, our family has barely managed to survive. In return, we prevent external forces from intruding in this competition. Our Jigul family will assist the proceedings through our formations. This is the formation technique of the Jigul family. You can't tell the season or space. Such a thing is possible. Tang Yeon-Myeong. What's with him? He's not concentrating again at all in any of these situations. Thinking back, he was like that in the carriage too. When you arrive, you'll be moving together for 3 years. How about you introduce yourselves first? Axel. Ah, you're Tang Yeon-Myeong, right? I'm Tang Yupi. I've heard a lot about you. No one who came for the competition doesn't know about the fight you had that day. I'm Tang Yeon. Nice to meet you. You're quite famous, you know. You're the one who left Tang Yeon-Myeong in that state, right? You've got some nerve. You know his great-grandfather is one of the 3 elders, right? You might be safe during the 4 years of the competition, but what are you trying to say? Is it my responsibility now because it turned into a GU poison match? It was surprising the rules changed, but I'm not looking to blame. I really want to argue about it, though. Well, whatever has happened, now we're in the same group. No, I want to argue about it. Look at that. Look at that expression. Is that the face of someone who's caused inconvenience? What? Are you mocking me? The others might have let you off easy, but not me. I prepared so much for today. If this guy causes another problem, I won't let it slide. Olch! Hey, why did you stop all of a sudden? Oh well. Instructor Jeggle seems to have disappeared. Gee, he was right in front of us a moment ago, but he vanished. Where did he go? Getting lost in the formation could trap us in a spatial rift. No way. Could Instructor Jeggle himself get caught in his own formation? No. How do we get out from here? Well, if we stay put, won't someone come to rescue us? Are we trapped here without being able to move? Huh? Is there Anyan here who knows about formations? What's he doing? No. Rather, why is he so relaxed? By now, they must be panicking inside the formation. In the Jeggle family's 7 Locks Phantom Dome formation. Without the casters, there's no escaping. And to think the Tang family's elders would be so petty, to hold an entire group just because of one kid. If you eliminate number, you'll double the support to the Jeggle family. But how could we ignore such a promise? The competition being unfair only harms the Sichuan Tang family. Our Jeggle family only stands to gain, Bay. Eh? There's a strange noise coming from the formation. Abigi. How? Instructor Jeggle. Okay, what will happen if you leave us behind? Our steps don't match yet because we're still inexperienced, so please be careful at $% Ah, yes, that's right. I made a mistake. Well, what? There was no flaw in the formation. Was there? How did he appear where I was? Yeon-Myeong. How did you do that? Just now. I cut it. I cut the formation. What are you talking about? Is this really the time to worry about such things? We were lucky to find Instructor Jaggle just now. Let's not lose him again and follow properly this team. He disappeared again. See this? Damn. To think that main ember of the Jeggle family, would flee within the formation. But that kid's eyes, they were the kind that simple tricks couldn't fool. How can a child barely 12 years old exhibit such a spirit? Found it. This is the exit leading to the training grounds. Pant. This should be enough. Whatever method he used, he shouldn't be able to reach here. Instructor Jagal, Warrior Wonjini, Group 7 Supervising Officer Tank Wonjin, you don't look well. And the participants of Group 7 are nowhere to be seen. What happened? Well, ah, well, stay calm. I've prepared for this kind of questioning. It seems Group 7 won't be participating in the competition. What do you mean? I've waited for a long time, but the participants didn't show up. They might have been attacked by bandits or wild animals in the area. Sadly, accidents happen without warning. It seems we'll have to proceed without Group 7. This can't be. The formation. Is there an intruder? AH. No, sir. Washington IT. Let me check first. M. It's broken. One of Jaegel family's supreme formations, the Seven Locks Phantom Dome formation, broke so easily? X. AV. Oh, what relief. How have you been? I was worried. What in the world? Wow. The skill just now was astonishing. Did he break the formation itself with a short sword? How is that possible? I didn't break the formation, just stepped gap. It will close soon, so hurry up and leave. You guys are participants of the 7th group? Yes, but who are you? There's a Tang family crest on his hood. I was worried. You were attacked like Instructor Jaegel said. Thankfully not. Attacked? Percent? It seems you misunderstood us for being lost. But thanks to you marking the entrance of the formation, we could easily find our way here, Nastitad Sud. No, let it be such. I feel it seems he is under the Tang family's orders. Well, for now, I'll let it be since it's just suspicion. But after the competition, if it's revealed that he collaborated with the elders, I will root out the Jaegel clan. Completely. Ha ha ha. Sorry for showing such a mistake. Then, I'll go too. Check the broken formation. There was a bit of noise, but welcome for coming safely. The part where your escort was lacking. I apologize on their behalf. Nice to meet you. I am Tang Yeon-Myeong, a member of Bongwi Brigade, responsible for your training during the competition period. The Bongwi Brigade. I heard it disappeared years ago. Bongwi Brigade, a direct military force under the former young clan leader of Tang family. Each individual was as powerful as a great leader, one of the Tang family's most formidable elite forces. The previous young clan leader was Yeon-Myeong's mother, the Poison Phoenix, right? Arlves? Then, but why are you not in the Tang family? Because you did at Vedzioliu at use. Years ago, we fought a desperate battle to protect our master, the young clan leader Poison Phoenix, against Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord. Now, having failed to protect our master, we are nothing but sinners. Introduction ends here. Now, listen carefully as I explain the competition rules. The first year of the competition is a period for autonomous practice. You can train as you see fit and receive martial arts scriptures or teachings based on your performance. Then, the legendary technique of the Tang family. 10,000 heavenly flower rain that was lost while fighting Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord. Can that also be included? Wazi. 10,000 heavenly flower rain is granted to the one who becomes the young clan leader. Though it's incomplete, the essence has been passed down by the elders. Essence. The necessary information to handle a particular martial art. 10,000 heavenly flower rain. The technique that handles numerous hidden weapons like a storm, right? Similar to sword control technique, using inner energy to control swords without touching them. Maybe I can try to mimic it to some extent. You will receive the essence of 10,000 heavenly flower rain from the elders, one by one. Whether you can handle 10,000 heavenly flower rain, though, I do not know. I've talked too much. From now on, you will focus solely on training. Whether you train together or individually, do it freely. Excuse me. Washington RIOR. Where will we be staying? Where can we sleep? Mighty. Isn't it natural to be self-sufficient in this forest? You didn't think you'd be training while lounging in comfortable beds, did you? Comfort will not make you strong. At your current level, adapting to extreme environments is the priority. R tilde ad. Now, start your practice based on your own judgment, at TB if qualified. Is it okay to live comfortably while sleeping in a nice bed? Proper nutritional guidance is key. It seems to me that adapting to this forest's environment is unnecessary. What are you saying, you brat? The epitome of arrogance. But if that child is the one who broke the barrier, it might be good to verify his abilities. I'm clueless. What did you suppose? What do you think? Oh, fine. If you pass the test, you can stay in the manor inside the formation. But if you fail, you'd better be prepared. Participant note. Let's do that. All right. The test is simple. The team members will surround you and throw hidden weapons. The test ends if you manage to block or dodge them within 5 steps. We'll start as soon as your eyes are covered. Is this even possible? Moreover, why is no one moving? Could it be they're increasing the pressure over time on purpose? IH. Okay. Okay. D. Is it? It's a bit much. But the tilde, E. It's a simple task. Attachment. Many overlook that martial arts isn't just about techniques, but also contains principles such as depth. Simply, principles like weight, speed, and chance are fundamental. Excal, the martial arts of ascension contain breaking, scattering, attacking, cutting, and sharpness. For Yeon-Myeong, who had already realized these principles through the sword in his previous life, it was a simple task to imprint the ultimate concept and core essence of martial arts, HXL, for those who only trained but did not achieve enlightenment. It was a shock. Just by a single movement, all the hidden weapons were repelled? No, they weren't repelled. They were attracted. What did we just witness? All the weapons were neutralized with just one swing. Even I would have been busy trying to dodge. No. Did I pass? Actually, even that isn't certain. Warrior? Warrior 1 genie at HM. Well, the result is the result. This really is. You've passed. You may go to the manor and rest. A monster seems to have appeared. If that's not recognition, I don't know what it is. Jealous. Hey, you're not thinking of leaving your team behind to enjoy comfort alone, are you? Ooh, whoa. Wow. The manor must offer a different taste of meals. But do they even provide meals in the forest to begin with? I'm so looking forward to it. You stay right there. It's good that the other team members haven't lost their motivation. But it seems the battle has already been decided even before the competition began. Perhaps this child could be the one. Oops. Make sure to include meat with every meal, so you eat well during the period together. Maybe he can revive the Sichuan Tang family. E. Ka. D. Adaya. KVC. NK. Eswa. It's a good thing the paralysis poison I prepared worked. Exactly. If we keep doing this, we should be fine. Heejun, your poison-making skills are impressive, and your rainstorm technique isn't ordinary either. It's been about 4 months. On the first day, we were busy running away, and the first thing we encountered was a bear. We couldn't even find prey and had to eat grass roots, and we all shed tears when we finally succeeded in hunting. It was tough, but we somehow managed to find shelter. Huh. Yeon-Myeong must be living comfortably by now, right? Don't even bring him up, ugh. But I'm curious. Wheeze. Curious, my foot? He's probably loafing around midway. He's loafing around by himself. Just wait and see that guy once he goes to the manor. He'll get what he deserves. Considering the performance he showed earlier, if he has continued to train until now, how strong must he have become? Wait a minute. Where did all the meat go? Percent Burf. I ate it well. Hey, guys, can you move bit? The light is blocked. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? Are you really asking me, you pig? Gankdonk, Mountain 7 Locks, Phantom Dome Formation Stronghold. Start now. All right, time to test a new technique. Oh, here. It comes? He scattered. Underscore. The weapons in mid-air, a Y. T. Isn't that too random? What the shurikens? F. They're too fast for eyes to see the spin. This can't be. He neutralized trained members in an instant. Moreover, he controlled the power of such a wide attack to only nick everyone's skin. Was that technique something you created? Yes. It would be hard to escape if caught. It's an impressive technique. May I ask the name of this technique? I've named Whirling Line Frenzy Dance. I see. Using Whirling Line Frenzy Dance must consume a lot of internal energy. How are you managing that? I once asked the warrior for a manual on eye techniques. Right? There were piercing sky eyes and current flow eyes, but I recommended piercing sky eyes as current flow eyes was incomplete. I have mastered current flow eyes. You've mastered current flow eyes? It's one of the oldest eye techniques of the Tang family, but how did he... Although the essence was missing, I could tell this technique was part of the ascendant martial arts. Using current flow eyes, when I threw weapons through the trajectory I see, I can shoot them precisely at the desired point with minimal internal energy. Nothing surprises me anymore. You will be assigned to explain it at W. It's about time to tell you. In 2 months, kids from your team will come here, and they will undergo the same test under the same conditions as you. Truth is, they've already proven they have the skills to take the test. But they said they'd return more polished. Is that so? I'm excited to see how strong those friends have become. Was he worried about his teammates? Whether those kids use anything for training? I guess it doesn't matter. Fate. In my past life, my only connection was my master, the sword ghost. Now, Delaware, spite my origins and actions, Colorado annexions are forming, which could be considered part of an ordinary life Rhode Island gate. I long. For some reason, I want to see them soon. You ate all of it. Sorry, I just kept eating. Let's stop here. In 2 months we'll be in the manor with Yeon-Myeong. Stop talking about that guy. On the first day of training, we were just novices. But now, we have attained a completely different level of power than before. Thinking of meeting Yeon-Myeong again, I'm actually elated. I'll split his head in half. Down with Yeon-Myeong victory for the 7th team. What's with them? I'm scared. Tang Yeon-Myeong, come out right now. Thinking of meeting Yeon-Myeong again. I'm actually excited. Why is it so quiet? Did he run away? Ha ha ha. Percent number too bad. I wanted to smash his head. Tang Ijin, you've been quiet since earlier. You X. Huh? I was hiding to surprise you. What were you going to do with my head? Cutie, what are you doing? Weren't you talking about smashing heads? Code it Colo, won't you show me the results of half a year's training? Or shall I attack first? No. We were just joking. It was all a joke. We didn't even notice him before turning around. Living in the forest has sharpened our senses. But is this the difference between US? Ox%. What has he done during this time? Moreover, he's ground taller and even his face. What? What am I thinking? Is it because I've only seen animals in the forest until now? Don't be too discouraged. Even from my perspective, you have become incomparably stronger than before. It's just that you seem less impressive because I'm here. Some things never change. Everyone's gathered. I see. Number get. You're here. Jeonju, has it been 6 months? It's hard to see your face. Shall we get straight to the point? Was there anyone of note in your group? Participant number is noteworthy. She has shown a notable growth rate compared to other participants. Rather than willing to become stronger or survive, _. It seems she's burning with immense hostility towards someone, and is feeding on that emotion. If we're discussing potential winners, we can't ignore participant number, who passed the Warriors test in just a month. Participants number and have certainly stood out, but are there any other candidate participant numbers? Cool goal. After facing number, they seem quite ordinary. Was surprising enough that he broke out of the formation, but when I spied on his training later, I was utterly shocked. He demonstrated skills that even skilled masters couldn't perform. However, Recruiting participant number is too risky. He seems to have noticed my scheming underscore Jeonju. You look very troubled. Are you all right? It's probably better not to bring it up. No, my group didn't have Enyum particularly outstanding. Haha, let's exclude number from the discussion. We need a puppet we can control. How about recruiting number? I'll introduce her to my nephew. He's a character I heard number has 4 disfigured faces from 4 facial injuries. It shouldn't be hard to shake the heart of such a child. If we help this child win the competition and become the young clan leader, and then engage her with my niece, our Jegal family will officially become the external family of the Tang family head. This will grant us authority to intervene in Tang family affairs by increasing our influence in the Tang family and securing interests. Then eventually, we'll merge the Tang family with our main house. This is why we supported the Tang family's competition. VW. Well, it seems we've roughly concluded. Let's end the meeting here. Number is too valuable to lose. If he survives the competition, let's tempt him with revenge, adopting him as a son and offering him the position of Jegal family's young clan leader. Muhahaha. What? Double victory? At K. Yes, living in the manor. We have doubled down on our training. Although the training has doubled, nothing can match the comfort of a good night's sleep. Ijon and Yeon-Myeong went to the lab today, right? Yeah. Ijon stormed in there, grinding his teeth, vowing to kill. Is that okay? Ijon is the best in poison making. After all, see? This is the poison I put my whole soul into making. This can't be ignored. Can it? What are you doing now? Why did you drink that, you maniac? Spit it, maniac. Spit it out. You'll give us this. Ooh. Wait, is the poison taking effect already? I learned it well. Hey, why do you keep shaking the person's body like that? Is this poison weaker than expected? What are you talking about? That's a poison that could melt even your insides. But why are you still okay? Well, maybe your poison is just subpar? Why isn't he dying? It seems like it's not working for some reason. Don't drink my poison as if it's booze. Is there more? It doesn't affect me at all. I got nothing left to feed you, you bastard. Damn. Why isn't it working? Are you immune to all poisons or what? It's a bit different from being immune to all poisons. It's the Tang family's core technique. The poison refining madness. It's strange that someone who works with poisons could become poisoned themselves if we are named Master of Poisons. Shouldn't I be able to control even the poisons that enter me? As expected, the poisons that entered my boy were transformed into internal energy and accumulated within me, within the threshold. Poisons become no different from an elixir for me. However, this is also a state that can only be achieved through profound realization. Those who only think of poison as a weapon can't just listen to explanations and try it themselves. Now, weak poisons hardly increase my internal energy. I need stronger poisons. There are too many things to take care of before living the ordinary life I wish for. I could take out the elders anytime I want, but if the Black Death Alliance or the Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord were to invade, I can't guarantee the outcome. I have no personal grudge against Black Death Alliance, but since they've divided Sichuan City, they can't be ignored. The leader, Death Alliance, is called a genius of the era who has destroyed 3 of the 9 factions. If I were my former self, I could easily confront him. But I'm not there yet. To live as a human, I need to become as strong as I was in my previous life. Ijon could make a poison several times stronger than now. If only I could create the Tang family's 10 poisons. Tang family's 10 poisons? What's that? Number. You claim to be the blood of the previous clan leader. And yet what do you actually know? It refers to the 10 strongest poisons passed down from our ancestors. From the first poison to the 10th. The higher the number, the stronger the poison. But most of their formulas have been lost to time. The 10th poison was so potent that even masters of the transcendent level were affected. The remaining 10th poisons are managed and divided among the elders. Even masters of the transcendent level, capable of undergoing transformation, couldn't handle it, right? It sounds like a poison worth coveting. So, Ejon, can't you make the 10th poison? How could just anyone make the 10th poison? Its formulas have been lost. It's a pity. Your poisons don't even give me a sensation anymore. Anyway, the 10th poison is so dangerous its use is normally forbidden. Even you wouldn't survive drinking it. What have you done to me? Cough. Cough. Want to say that again? What's wrong with my face? Cough. Ooh. S. He was incinerated to ashes in an instant. To think the power of the poison given by my grandfather is this intense? This is the Tang family's 10 poisons. Ha ha. The pain I experienced that day. It's unforgettable. This rage and pain. I'll keep restraining it. And you just wait. I'll make sure your poison match will be unforgettable, Yeon-Myeong. This is the place for the you poison match. It's vast. It would take a while to encounter anyone. As expected from the 7th group, number HS appeared. The more I see, the more I feel his potential is being wasted, but since the Jeagle family has made their choice, I need to eliminate him quickly before any variables arise. But how could that be? Piercing through to reality with so many layers of formation is. I felt an unpleasant gaze. Was it the Jeagle family? In the goo poison match, no one except the participants should interfere, but I heard they've been meddling since the start of the competition. No? Even in the goo poison match? Whatever they're planning, let them try whatever they want. I can question them after the goo poison match ends. Pant. I was surrounded by several layers of formations. And yet, he recognized me? Percent? If I hadn't quickly withdrawn my true sight eye involved in the world of formations, I would have been blinded. Moreover, his swordsman ship caught through the space of the formations, reaching its essence. I've never seen such a level of swordsmanship in my life. The place for the goo poison match? Miscalculation. This guy is not someone we can handle if he notices our intentions. He'll surely seek revenge. We must stop number by any means necessary, Sai. How did it come to this? I don't want to die. I didn't want to die. Just wanted to achieve a decent result, join the force, and provide for my impoverished parents. Why did it turn out like this? I never wanted the young clan leader position. I planned to agree to surrender and withdraw by mutual agreement. But then, that guy suddenly appeared. What? Everyone gathered here? Good timing. Forget surrender, or whatever. His goal was just to kill us, well, whoever I meet, _ill, just surrender to Anyan. The team leaders from other groups might still be alive. Right? It's vast. And ill leave. The Tang family. If that guy becomes the young clan leader. As if he becomes young clan leader. If he belongs the young clan leader? You were talking B, but you didn't last longer. Did you? Your lightness technique seemed fast at least. But you are already caught. How pathetic is your internal energy? You are no different from others. Way like you going this far. We don't need to do this. We are all from the Tang family. So what? Never once thought of myself as a person of the Sichuan Tang family. It would take a while to encounter Anyan. A cave. Just what I needed. No human presence means no risk of being found by someone. There's nothing that particularly alerts my senses. Let's quickly ascend to the transcendent level here. Now is the time. My body has grown. So, there shouldn't be any side effects from reaching transcendent. There are 2 conditions for reaching transcendent. I destroy the barriers I had placed on I am meridians and poison meridians, releasing the accumulated poison refining madness. My internal energy bursts out with explosive force. Normally, Massachusetts artile artists experience tremendous pain during this process. Joints break and reattach countless times, literally rebirthing into new body. You Having experienced this in a previous life, the second time isn't difficulty. Was wise to regularly cleanse the meridians of impurities. If impurities had remained during the shedding process, it would have been troublesome. Can't go into battle wearing clothes that smell of filth. Since the Jegal family has made their choice, it's just the beginning, but not bad. Let's test it out, shall we? Since maintaining clean and healthy body has been a priority, even before participating in the Gu Poison match, there are few noticeable physical changes. However, indeed, the efficiency of the internal energy isn't bad. Shall we start moving properly now? This is boring. What have you been doing for 3 years? Didn't you come here to become the young clan leader? Say something. You must have trained. Right. Then why are you so weak? Damn, of all the people to meet in the Gu Poison match, it had to be this guy, an orphan, but raised like his own grandson by the Grand Elder. Oh, The Grand Elder's favorite pupil, Tang Yeon-Myeong. As the rumors said, he is monstrously strong. I thought I had a chance if I struck first, but I couldn't even touch his collar and ended up like this. Damn, _im really going to die. Tang Yeon-Myeong. The thought that I haven't run into him instead actually eases my mind. All guag insane? Why are you laughing in this situation? Hey, I just thought of Sumyeon scarier than you. That's a bit insulting, isn't it? Then I'll have to make myself even scarier. Want me to share something? I'm actually a spy for the Black Death Alliance. Interfere. What? Now that you know my identity, can't have you live can. You're going to die soon anyway, but he'll tell you my name. KM from the Treat Darkness Island Ord Elt Y name KS Mac Ingja. What's happening? My body won't move. I felt a presence and came. Is that a familiar face I see? You're Jeong Gil, right? Ice SEU. Have you healed from the last time? You faced me? What? Who are you? You want me to become spy for the Sichuan Tang family? Yes. With your talents. Just few days. Pretending an orphan. Should someone to take you in. A few years. The Tang family will tart. The young clan leader competition. Irrespective of direct or collateral lineage. Weakening their angst, eliminating other contenders who apprive aider. If I'll return having completed your mission, everyone in the family will acknowledge. You, my insides, feel like they're dissolving. Did that guy do this? What exactly did he do to me? Your Yeon-Myeong? Tang Yeon-Myeong. My? Do you need me to slam your face into the ground again for you to believe? It's really you. But that guy, he confessed to being a spy, right? Yes, exactly. He said himself, Dark Moon Sword Sect. I heard it clearly. Was he the tale I sensed before entering Gangdong Alpine? Poison needle. You coated the needle with poison. What kind of poison causes such a reaction from such a small needle? It can detoxify him to extract information, but if he tries to seize the moment, really? If he's from Dark Faction, like Black Death Alliance, his motives are clear, so there is no need for that. But you've changed lot. I mean, we had bad blood, but you seem unfazed. If that were still an issue, I'd be the one lying there now, right? Back then, I truly was sorry. What's kiss all of a sudden? Forget about it. I don't dwell on the past, so let it go. I don't think this will settle the past. But I felt it was necessary to sincerely apologize. It's fine, really. No need to fuss over it. Yeon-Myeong. If I am going to die anyway, Illinois. At least take you guys with me. Take. At least you, underscore, underscore, Young. What? What? I thought I felt. Am not in the habit of sparing a dying man. But if you insist on attacking, I'll erase you without leaving trace. Wouldn't it be better to have no corpse to clean up later? You're ruthless. Overwhelming. Thou he was a spy, he was one of the top contenders. And his last technique was the great darkness silent sword, ex oisinous tile T. Casually executing the fearsome swordsmanship had iled you a words. Like lightning, what are you going to do, Jungil? Eh? Oh, at? Now it's just you and me left here. How shall we decide the outcoat? If you allow it, I'll surrender. But I don't know the way. Out underscore, leave. No need for send-off. Right? Yeah. Thank you for sparing my life. Good luck. What in the world has happened? Dark Moon Sword Sect Headquarters. A spiritual bead that allows sensing each other. Bead was implanted in he youngest ening, the youngest has. Deity child born between me and a servant, however. A child born between me and a servant, however. He had more talent than any of his brothers. After discovering this, my wife feared he would take the heir's place and tried to kill him more than dozen times. That's why I made him live as a spy in the Tang family. I haven't done much as a father. At least, I'll settle his grudge. Order ALL disciples to prepare for departure to Gangdong Mountain. Let the chief contact the other sexy. From today, no one bearing the Tang surname will return alive from Gangdong Mountain, running day and night, but not a soul to be seen, nor a blip on my spiritual sense. No matter how vast the formation world, it doesn't make sense. Unless the formations have been manipulated to prevent approach, then the remaining URVers must be in league. With the Jegal family doesn't seem like that Dark Moon. Something family is cooperating, he Jegal family. If the Jegal family seeks to benefit from assisting in the competition, they plan to increase their influence within he Ang family in the long term. Predictable people. Jegal family, your arrogant plans will cost you dearly o cash. Eagle family, your arrogant plans will cost you dearly o cock. The night sky is magnificent. I wish I could show it to my mother. I wonder how mother is doing. Underscore va. AO. L%. I found one. But, Tilda, who is this guy? I requested to meet either the last subvivor or Tang Yeon-Myeong in a vulnerable mom. He doesn't seem like Tang Jukrin. Anyway, he's handsome. Now that I think about, Jegal family Changshin's few hold the thing like his. Pity about the face, but what can you do? Anyway, this guy has to die, Nio. Don't resent me too much. After all, the competition ends when only one remains. You must have been prepared. I'm not sure if you were prepared. Though, are you the one cooperating with the Jegal family? While others competed against each other, you were probably in a safe place. While others compete against each other, you were probably in a safe place, and your plan was to attack the last vulnerable person remaining. At the end, wasn't that what kind of deal was made? AQN, he knew I was coming. If you want to breathe, answer, quickly, without hiding anything. You are refusing, oh breathe. Seems, oh damn. If only I hadn't dropped my blade in panic. Wait, could you Tang Yeon-Myeong? How is this guy know my name? After all the trouble, you've asked me? You haven't changed one bit? Should I disfigure our tire face this time? Damn it. The plan has completely won Ari. Number cut through the formation, making it difficult to see the inside clearly, although managed to induce the elimination of all. But Number was fine until Number swiftly took out the competitors. But the momentum topped as soon as he met Number. I numbed Krem. Wu's skills are similar. Had what? It might be uncertain. Considering the time it took for Number to kill his opponents, it seems unlikely. If Number wins, all our plans will go to waste. What to do now, Oot? Huh? From outside the formation, I sense a significant umber of energies. There's Gangdong Mountain in sight. But, talking about he final sect, don't you think using full force against the newcomers of the Tang family is a bit too much? Cheonjin Ecteater, Young Sonk, just you and my disciples. Lonodal over 200, and underscore. With additional forces from other sects, the number exceeds 300, doesn't it? I am aware that facing the Tang family with such a force might seem excessive. However, since Gangdong Mountain is the Gangdong sect's territory, it was a necessary measure. The Gangdong sect's influence is incomparable to the now collapsed Tang family. If our forces were fewer, we'd certainly be defeated. With this many troops, they'd also carefully watch the situation. Plus, once they realize you're out are getting them, they'll likely choose to stand by. Indeed. But about the spy, you mentioned earlier, underscore, it failed. He was someone I cherished. Underscore enough chatter. Let's set off. Now Acox. Arc Moon Sword sect leader. Making Hui Hies he here. Unless involved in he competition, he shouldn't have been able to find this place. Could there have been a spy? Regardless, I need to report this to the Bongwi Brigade or action. Wait a minute. Could this be? If we could use their hands to kill Number, wouldn't our plans remain hidden from the Tang family? Tang Yeon-Myeong. To think I failed to recognize this damned guy right in front of me. If only I could find an opportunity to use Fire Dragon's poison. That thing on your blade. Underscore, is it poison? I've never seen such a bright red poison before. He's distracted. Now's why chance. Die. Tang Yeon-Myeong. Look at tease. Instead of answering, you are making unnecessary attempts. What's this? Is it poison? GM. Judging by the color, it seems to be the same poison as the on his blade. But there's hardly any? Won't you say a single word? Then, how about we revisit the old days for a bit? Uhi. Lay. Of Mel OH. Now you decide to speak? Open wipe. Ah. No. I hate it iast momential al rio. You might as well taste it to know what kind of poison it is. No, you might as well taste it to know what kind of poison it is. It's one of the Tang family's in poisons, called Fire Dragon's poison, one of the Tang family's in poisons. Weren't Tang family's 10 poisons not to be used recklessly? Wait, if this is indeed Nif Tang family's 10 poisons, my elixiri, if I had let her consume tea, it would have been a waste. Like throwing pearls to swine since I've confessed. Let me go. I surrender. Ill surrender. No, I'll even help you fight against the other participants, underscore so oogle. Haven't heard your full answer yet. Are you in cooperation with the Jeggle family? FO. Detail what promises were exchanged with them. Abon Coastomer. A marriage proposal. Yes, they proposed a marriage alliance under the condition of merging Kajegel family and the Tang family to ensure steadfast loyalty to the end underscore indeed, proposing Ryage with the future young clan leader. Jegel family's leadership. U.S. to planning to maintain their status. This way, she must have eagerly accepted the marriage proposal. She could only dream of what to do with them. What are you doing? P no matter. How you look? I won't give it to you. The Fire Dragon's poison. He drank it? By the Hivensi. Oh, this is unexpectedly strawberry-flavored under to bring Tang, A at Edelary N. Isons owe your own Prus. even the body of invulnerability can't handle. The Tang families and poisons. Burned to death right there. Tang Yeon-Myeong. But why isn't the strength in his grip weakening? Surprising. It suddenly became very spicy. SK%. How? Underscore this can't be happening? Could it be? In the Tang family, there's a legendary state said to be different from the body of invulnerability, immune to all poisons, and capable of killing ozons with just a breath or a drop of blood. The realm of the poisoner heard from my grandfather that such a realm really exists. But you, poisoner, IV, you surreally didn't take my life with your murderous intent, did you? Am not of such a soft temperament. Nini ak, conk from. He poison refining madness has changed. This called Ang family's 10 poisons. Underscore. It's as if you've mastered the martial arts of both yin and yang. If to contained he power of the blazing Sunday. Would it feel like this? Thanks to you, I gained something good. It's the middle of the night, so why does it feel like the Sunday has risen? The formation is changing constantly. Is to being deactivated because the competition is over? That can't be right. Strange presences have appeared in droves. 200. No, just over 300, considering HE numbers. Something's Ishi or family. Jeggle family. Couldn't have missed noticing such a large group if they deliberately invited them inside the formation. Underscore self. Are they planning a massacre? Well, having practice targets come to me is a lucky break. In the goo poison match. Surviving. K. Meant for. NLY. NEI. What did you just say? There are intruders. There seems that there was a spy among us. Have you identified who they are? How large is their force? There were over 300 troops. Leading them was Dark Moon Sword Sect leader Mak Inhu. Dark Moon. Why are those who should be in Sichuan here? And how did they find this place? Hidden by the Seven Locks Phantom Dome formation. No, this isn't the time. Shouldn't we hurry to stop them? Why the hesitation, Master Jagal? I never anticipated such an event. They've entered the inner world of the formation where the goo poison match is taking place. As you know, we made it impossible for ourselves to intervene in that place. Therefore, we have no choice but to rely on the remaining clan kids currently engaged in the competition. We can only hope that those who remain will overcome the crisis well. You were lying there this whole time, my youngest. It seems we've entered correctly. Judging by the wounds, looks like he was hit by something like a poison needle, with few signs of struggle around, indicating he was taken down one-sidedly. Leader Mac couldn't even die a warrior's death because of the poison. Everyone listen. Search thoroughly and find those Tang family rats. Surely some have noticed us and are hiding. Report immediately upon discovery. No one bearing the Tang surname in Gangdong will survive. Master, didn't the leader seem troubled today? Yes, unusually so. He was openly displaying his killing intent. I suspect. The body we saw earlier, could it have been the spy planted by the leader? The only external injuries on that body were needle marks on the neck. Even if the needle was coated with poison, to die from a single strike, that's why the Tang family is feared. Regardless of an individual's martial prowess, they target life itself. Be careful of hidden weapons if you ever encounter them. I'll keep that in mind, Master. Disciple? Is that a poison needle? It's an ambush. Everyone, draw your swords. Where are you? Don't hide cowardly. Come out honorably. Master, don't let your guard down. Disciple, it's not that it's above. My goodness, this can't be. Single palm blazing poison technicate's lethality is exceptional, isn't it? Against mere foot soldiers, it's best if you have enough poison. Thanks to the stream technique, it doesn't take much internal energy to shoot the poison needles. The best combination. Now, shall we look for those who went east next? The search teams were all dead? Yes, that's right. There were no external injuries. But there were signs of being struck by something like poison needles. It surely looks like they were killed with the same extreme poison as the first corpse we saw. Without exception, all were killed by the same method. Leader, this is reporting from the Western Lookout. The East has been annihilated too. Not a single group survived. Is this all the personnel we have left? It's been just over an hour since we started the search, and nearly 100 have fallen to the same method. Could this possibly be the deed of just one person, leader? Certainly. If there were many capable of such acts, the situation would be even more horrific. It's not just any mediocre fighter. Undoubtedly, a master from the Tang family has infiltrated. This is, we're being hunted. Zhang Bangju, I will pass the command to you. Since it's someone using ghostly throwing techniques, I will personally prepare for a rear ambush. Is that all right? We cannot afford to lose more disciples, so I'm entrusting this to you. Not a hint of presence. It's eerily silent. With the sun setting, it will be night in an hour or two. If we can't find the ambusher by then, we might be annihilated. We're only suffering losses without any gain. Might be better to withdraw and regroup before the damage escalates. We'll leave this place in an hour. Who decided that? I wasn't planning on letting you go. When did he? I didn't feel anything at all. What? Without even a moment to sense the presence. Are you the leader? I've been on high alert, but I didn't notice him coming down. It must be this guy. No, this guy is the root cause of the massacre. He doesn't seem to be an old master, but how? Could this be void absorption? No, that can't be. The realm of void absorption is something that only a high master who has reached enlightenment can use. Seeing him not attack again but retrieve it indicates that it's a technique that consumes a lot of internal energy. To come forward instead of using the element of surprise, an arrogant decision. Such a young guy has reached an incredible... I've never heard of someone like you in the Tang family. Whether you've heard of me or not doesn't matter, does it? A man destined to die today need not know my name. Young man in a hurry to meet his end. If dying early is your wish, I shall kill you right now. To simply deflect my maximum power technique. Surely, this isn't your maximum power, is it? I'll give you time, so try to raise to your maximum. After the Spear Point sect, one of the 9 factions, fell to the Black Death Alliance. Zhong Jinbong willingly entered under the Union's fold. Admirable. I heard your expertise lies in staff techniques. Your staff technique. Let me refine it for you. Thus, on the very day he entered the path and met the Union leader, Zhang Yeon-Song's specialty, the peak-shaking staff technique, was transformed. Peak-shaking staff. Does it mean to resonate the peaks? I don't quite fancy the name. Now that I've laid my hands on it, shouldn't it reach the heavens? And so, the Black Death Alliance leader bestowed upon it the name Heavenly Quake Palm. However, that technique bestowed by the Union leader was bested by such a youngster, and with such a calm expression at that, among the deadliest venoms that contain the breath of a fire dragon. If one could control this venom with the madness of venomous aura, the sword QI filled with the intent to cut through anything would be known as sword force, while the venom chi filled with the intent to permeate everything would be venomous force. What? What is this incredible yang energy? A heavenly quake palm. It collapsed. Useful. The venom QI imbued with heat should thus be called fiery venom force. So, who wants to be the next to burn to death? Since I have no intention of letting any of you live, would it not be more comfortable to die first? It's you, the disciples, the guardian of the formation, and the one who killed the youngest. Spread the Charian formation and surround him. Be wary of poisons and hidden weapons. Focus on depleting his strength. Having lost too many disciples and allies, not ignoring the death of the youngest feels painfully significant. To not render their sacrifices in vain, you must be eliminated. Charian formation, huh? Reminds me of training back then. Displayed the whirling chaos dance. Perhaps I'll test something different this time? His figure disappeared. Stay alert. Where is he? My lord. Behind. Yo, what? I missed his movement? What in the world is his identity? This bastard. How dare you attack my brothers? Let me borrow those swords. Such a monster. To destroy swords without even touching them? By the principle of destruction, he shatters the swords. And by the principle of dispersal, he scatters the shards of the broken blades, controlling the resulting force to spin within a certain area through intent. What? That's surely the pinnacle of the Tang clan's hidden weapon techniques. 10,000 heavenly flower rain? Impossible. Well, it may not match the grandeur of the so-called pinnacle, 10,000 heavenly flower rain, but it's unparalleled against lesser foes. I shall name this technique Iron Shard Volley. After using your men to exhaust my strength, isn't it your turn to step in? Ugh, impudent fool. Let's see how long that spirit lasts. There's no need to be frightened, regardless of his achievements. With the Taiyue twin sword technique and the silent sword technique bestowed by the Union leader, I'll grind you to dust. That line. For the second time. Shut up! I'll crush you. Ah! With just a short sword. My Taiyue twin sword technique was... I have some expertise in swordsmanship. I quickly grasped the flow and intention of your sword. Anyway, was that supposed to be done this way? How can you? How can you wield the silent sword technique? Ow. How are you able to handle the silent sword technique? You call it the silent sword technique? Since the sword has such murderous energy, I assumed it had been made with the intention of killing. It doesn't particularly have a difficult energy. What? Even I was only able to handle it after I mastered the ultimate twin sword technique. But it's not difficult? Now that I think about it, the guy I killed a few hours ago was also using this technique. So, does that mean you're part of the Dark Moon Sword sect? I don't know too much about you guys, but it's well known that the Black Death Alliance, no matter what martial arts skills a user has, transforms it into rising martial arts that suit the user. That's why people from all walks of life forsake their former lives and devote themselves to the Black Death Alliance. What are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that I'm disappointed over something as trivial as this technique. Isn't this something anyone can imitate as long as they can handle murderous energy? Seeing that you've bestowed this kind of martial arts onto me, it seems that Ryanju didn't have much faith in you, right? You bastard. Well, you seem to have tried your best for someone who doesn't do anything all day, so I'll show you an ability in return. Don't be amazed after seeing it. Ability? What is he trying to do? For those who have reached a transcendental level, the length of the blade does not matter to them. What? Just now. That's... What are you doing? Is this all the skill I have right now? Is it because my body isn't like before? There's no way. There's no way. The power of the silent sword technique is different from that of a normal sword. However, in front of Blade River, it's rendered powerless. He handles the blade's energy with such ease, and has even used Blade River with it. This means that this guy has reached the final stage. Is that important? I have to dodge it. You're being annoying. How do you think you're gonna get away when you're just running around here? Either way, it's over the moment I catch you. Actually, as a member of the Tang clan, it'd only make sense to kill you the Tang clan way. This cannot be. Who in the world raised such a monster from the Tang clan? How can someone who's reached the final stage come from the collapsing Tang clan? Ryanju won't sit back and just watch. What is that? To think those small rings are slicing trees like someone cutting tofu. That speed is also unusual. I won't be able to get rid of these rings by just running away. I'll just have to deal with them. Bring it on! Do you think I'll die in a place like this? Ack! The cracks on my sword from having to deal with the silent sword technique. Ugh. Ha. How do you like that? I blocked them all. Did you think the Dark Moon sect would die to something like this? Though I've lost an arm, as long as I stay alive, I can plan for the upcoming days. This bastard must have wasted a lot of energy from using that skill just now. So, should I be complimenting you or something? Even after using such an elaborate technique like that, he's not even the least bit tired? What? The blades are spinning while stuck in the ground? Just who in the world is this bastard? After leaving everything behind as a Tang Clan student, putting my all into the Black Death Alliance, and making a name for myself. Someone like me couldn't even hurt a hair on his head. Just what in the world have I been doing? Have I caught everyone now? I tried experimenting with different techniques, so I did gain something out of this. Once I become heir of the head, it'd be nice to teach this to the people under me. Shall I leave this place now? Since there are loose ends, I have to tie them when I get out. The elders who drove Mother into a corner. The Jegal family who plotted to take over the Tang clan. The Jegal family who plotted to take over the Tang clan. I'll set everything right. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. Is there really no way? My apologies. For the sake of fairness, we made it impossible for anyone to intervene. I never expected the situation to become like this. It can't be. Of course, those are just lies. However, I have to keep quiet until the work is done. Since the entrance was completely sealed after they entered, there's no way anyone can make it out of the competition ground alive. After the men who were deployed outside the unit have been subdued and questioned, the people inside have been confirmed. The Great Darkness Silent Sword Sect and Dark Moon Sword Sect. And since there are over 300 soldiers in there, even number 28 will have a hard time coming back alive. Though it's a waste of talent, we cannot be caught. He got in the way of our plans and the competition. Other candidates who did not participate in the war are the future of the Tang clan. So at least they... What's this? This familiar energy? It is Yeon-Myeong. I told you he won't lose that easily. Are you hurt anywhere? Was everyone worried? I told you, until the competition is over, you're the only one. I told you, until the competition is over, you're the only one who has hurt me. Number 28? Just how in the world? This is impossible! What in the world were the 300 soldiers doing? They couldn't even deal with a young bastard like him? I just can't believe this. During that time, and that time too, how in the world can he cut it down? Even with the Seven Locks Phantom Dome formation, including the Seven Locks Phantom Dome formation that was put onto his clan, and the unit that was made for the battle. It's no different from the 8 earthly laws and punishments. Normally, even a master will be caught, but he just slashed through all that? Perhaps this boy... If I could, I would just kill him immediately, but I shouldn't do anything I can get blamed for until I become the head. No, 28. No, Tang Yeon-Myeong. You're safe. I caused much worry, Warrior Wonjin. I'll take care of the elderly in the Tang clan first. It's a relief you're safe. But what happened in there? What happened to the rest? What's that? Is it an earthquake? Look there. A crack is appearing over there. There's light coming out from the crack. The unit that was containing the Seven Locks Phantom Dome formation, it's breaking down. What is this? I can see something in the fragments. This is what happened inside? Well, just as you can see, that's what happened in there. Some are wearing different uniforms, but most of them are part of the Dark Moon Sword Sect. So it was true that Ma Kin-Hu led the army to the mountain. Did he seriously take on all these people by himself? This is ridiculous. Even I would find it difficult to deal with more than 30 of them. Master, over there, that's that double sword sheath on his back. Judging from the descriptions, I'm certain that's Ma Kin-Hu. Even Ma Kin-Hu is not a match for him? Just what? There were simply many of them. They weren't that hard to deal with. As expected of Tang Yeon-Myeong, this bastard, he's already beyond the existence of the head. He dealt with everyone by himself when there were more than hundreds of them. On top of that, the Dark Moon Sword Sect is pretty famous. That means he's already beyond the final level. The position of the head belonged to him from the beginning. Are you all proud? That son of a bitch ended up becoming dead weight because my arm got ruined. But you alone got that strong. Tang Yeon-Myeong, you were just a piece of trash who used to get beat up because you couldn't even learn martial arts. How can someone like you? How dare someone like you? The tournament is concluding. The sole winner is number 28, Tang Yeon-Myeong. Come forward if you have any objections to the results. The only thing I can do right now. Is there no one? If there are no objections and every process has concluded to a fair end, I declare that the tournament is over. The warriors must immediately gather before the winner. Tang Yeon-Myeong. I can't believe there are this many warriors. The feeling is overwhelming. Decades after the Tang clan's downfall, finally, to the winner of this tournament, Tang Yeon-Myeong, the new owner that will bring forth the clan's revival, has been born. We appoint you as our new master. There are 82 members aside from Tang Wonjin. We greet the new head of the Tang clan. We greet the new head. Just from becoming the head, he's being treated so differently. Do we also have to speak formally to Yeon-Myeong now? I'm not sure. At an age where he isn't even 20, if he's able to grow even more. Once again, we might be able to regain the reputation of a prestigious clan. I know what you guys want. It won't take long to make it become reality. Trust me and wait. The words that made it seem like he read our thoughts. The words that made it seem like he read our thoughts. The weight of those words imprints his position on us. He is the true Tang clan's head. We will follow the winner of the tournament, Tang Yeon-Myeong. Get ready. We're going back to the main house. Why? Just why? Why do you get everything? I will get my revenge no matter what, even if I have to sell my soul to the devil. At the very least, I will bring you down. Did they already leave? Joint Secteheo? I came as soon as I heard of the situation. Seal, you can't just go alone like that. Now that you're at the top, you must act the part. I can't hear a thing. Hyunso, isn't that strange? Don't change the topic, sir. Joint Sect Hyunso. Well, it'd be impossible to sleep next to a mountain of corpses, right? Even I would leave the area immediately. The unusual thing is that more than 300 people have been killed. Is it because an old eagle is better than a young crow? As expected of a clan that used to be prestigious. As far as I know, there were less than 100 members of the Tang family located on the mountain. That's what I'm saying is strange. The mountain is an open area. Wouldn't it make sense that if something this big happened, we would have heard of it? Then, are you saying they're moving while purposely avoiding us? What's their reason for avoiding us? On top of that, the Tang family even sent us valuables in honor of the tournament. Unless they're hiding something? We don't know for sure anyway. I didn't know the Tang family's blade technique had declined this much. Just how many people have been killed by a short blade? Yes, it's definitely surprising. Pardon? With a short blade? Are you saying these corpses are the work of one person? You can't deceive my eyes. Though most of them show signs of being defeated by learned sword techniques, I don't see any signs of mastery, which is why everything is all over the place. And seeing those who couldn't even draw their weapons means they were dealt with in a matter of seconds. There can't be many with skills like this, right? I must meet this person. Let us go to Sichuan. Pardon? You're going to Sichuan? You can't! What if we accidentally run into them on the way there? Have you forgotten that I've reached the top? It won't be difficult to protect myself. So don't worry. It won't be difficult to protect myself, so don't worry. That's not the case for me, though, Master. Even if he is a fool. Do you really think he'd hastily just start a fight with me? Ha! Who can beat your stubbornness? Let's go back to the family clan first. Shouldn't you at least say something to the head? You're right. Let's head back. Currently, the Black Death Alliance is located in the south, while the demonic cult is in the west. And for the joint faction, things are really tough. Master was planning on visiting the master of the Tang family, who caused such a disaster. Since the Tang family is in a familiar situation as us, is he planning on having the Tang family deal with the Black Death Alliance? And then defeat the demonic cult? I believe the Tang family has been ruined for a while now, so I don't know if things will go as planned. I really hope there won't be a need to use the demon sword technique. Elder Sam Jangro. The warriors have brought the participants of the competition. It seems the competition ended faster than expected. Then again, with that child young Ryung's skill, and with the fire dragon's poison she has, it wouldn't be too hard to win the competition. But still, of the people who have returned, I do not see the miss. And with the fire dragon's poison she has, it wouldn't be too hard to win the competition. What? Who do you think will win this competition? Wouldn't Tang Yukren, being the leader's disciple, most likely win? But isn't there also the granddaughter of Sam Jangro? I heard she trained like crazy after her face got messed up. Either way, as long as everyone returns. Those people are the Tang family symbol? Are they not part of the warriors? Does that mean the competition participants have returned? To think the competition has already ended. Did time go by that quickly? I know, right? Time sure goes by quickly. Who are the winners? Anyway, who is that man? It's a face I've never seen before. Look at the women over there. Their eyes might fall out. Where are you? Soy? Soy? What a relief. I heard there were a lot of people who died. Deputy Commander, it's young Master Jungle. He has a happy expression. So perhaps, I'm not sure. Don't expect too much. Over there. Myeong-hoon is over there. Soying! You were safe. Huilin. I don't see her. My Myeong-so too. They're the parents of the people who died in the competition. Mother must also be worried about me. What should I do if I go home and she doesn't recognize me? I'm quite curious about her shocked expression. Yeon-Myeong. Over there. The General Administration Department is here. Do you see the guy with the glasses over there? My Yuri is safe. He's my father. What? Are you already asking me to take good care of your father? Of course. I can't just let go of an opportunity like this. You're way too honest. Seems wrong to say it myself, but he has the skill. It's just that he has been unable to get promoted because he doesn't suck up to Aenion. That's why he's been running errands till now. It's not bad for me either. Those who've been in touch with the elders can be a distraction. Then take charge of the reins. Rather than that, it'd be better to find people who are on my side. I'll have to find out more about Ijon and Mirio. If I remember correctly, Ijon is involved with the temple. And Mirio. Good work, the warriors and the Jegal family. Head of the Tang family. Tang Kisum, it's been a while. It's been a while, head. Have you been well? I will not forget how the Jegal family assisted the main house. We just helped with what we could. It felt so relieving to have the Seven Locks Phantom Dome formation. I was able to comfortably send the participants to the competition thanks to that. Thuff it broke. That's right. Now then, I've given the elders a heads up. So let's go to the elders' house now. The warriors may now disperse and rest. After many years of escorting and completing missions, the fatigue must have piled up. My apologies, but we will not be going to the elders' house. You are? My name is Tang Wonjin. I was temporarily put in charge of the honor guards. All right, Tang Wonjin. Did I hear wrong? You don't want to go to the elders' house? I believe the conditions of the competition mention the Stealth and Poisons Hall. Wouldn't it make sense to go to the Stealth and Poisons Hall rather than the elders' house? How dare a mere warrior talk about principles in front of a commander-in-chief? Disperse immediately or else. Disperse immediately or else. I'll punish you for protesting. Protesting? Are they telling us to not talk back to the elders? I expected this, but they're coming out strong. Protesting, you say. Is there anyone in the main house who has more power than the family head? Is there anyone in the main house who has more power than the family head? Who in the world are you? The competition winner, Tang Yeon-Myeong. What are you talking about? Did I hear him correctly? Who's the winner of the competition? That's, as I've said, the winner of the competition is Tang Yeon-Myeong. That's impossible. How can one like that beat young Ryong? We're talking about the fire dragon's poison here. Perhaps she wasn't even able to use it. Even my disciple Gyukrin lost again to Tang Yeon-Myeong, leader of Sichuan Tang, Sokju, a being whose quality and hard work I acknowledged. I didn't believe the position of head would be given to this child, but before the start of the competition, when I saw that child, I'm certain he couldn't beat Gyukrin. Are you saying he's improving that much over 3 years? That's impossible. I'm certain he used some trick. Though we've decided to forget what happened during the war, Second Elder Tang Myeong-shin, shouldn't we at least get to the bottom of this? I agree. How could someone like him beat every potential candidate and win? Fourth Elder, Tang Jiryong. Wouldn't we be able to find an answer if we all question him? Ahem. Where is Tang Yeon-Myeong right now? I'm certain they were called to visit the elder's house. That's only the family head can order. The heir. Just because the position of head is vacant, it doesn't mean the elders can order in their place. Do you still insist on punishing us as protesters? You have not been officially acknowledged as the heir yet. To think someone like him is the winner. My position will be in danger if someone who has a grudge against the elders becomes heir. If you get on the elders' nerves enough. What is this? This makes no sense. If I irritate him any further, I'll die. Whatever those lazy elders think, we will follow the terms of the competition and go to the Stealth and Poisons Hall. Let them know, with the competition coming to an end, their reign is also over. Tell the elders to come themselves. Did he really say that? Go and deliver the message. Your era is over. Yes, that's right. I can't bring myself to say just that. How dare that young fool? Even the poisoned phoenix had to be cautious in our presence. His might actually be good. He hasn't been officially recognized as the branch leader yet. It's enough to question his attitude and strip him of his qualifications. Let's go to the Stealth and Poisons Hall, as he suggested. We need to assess his capabilities. The warriors that are waiting outside, listen. Grand Elder's Direct Command Troop, prepare now to move to the Stealth and Poisons Hall. Second Elder's Troop of Integrity. Fourth Elder's Venomous Sword Troop, follow the Elders as instructed. Fifth Elder's Shadow Troop. Master of the Blue Dragon. You called for me. Lead the Blue Dragon Force and follow behind. As commanded. He dares to challenge the authority of the Council of Elders and behave insolently. Show that rascal what reality truly is. Who the master of the Tang family truly is. What is this? Did you really think the King of Darkness, Tang Jiukui, won the Tang family successor competition? Yes, you heard right. I sensed his uniqueness even as a child. But now his aura is incomparably stronger. My sister would be pleased. You won. The competition? Poison King Tang Ji-hyuk, father of Tang Moonshan. You really think you could win the competition? It would be good if you just survived. After the competition, I will make sure that you and your mother pay for what happened to my son Moonshan's arm. It might not even take 4 years. You definitely said that. You should be careful with every word and deed while staying at the Tang house. He has been holding a grudge. Is Tang Yeon-Myeong here? The son of the Poison Phoenix? There are things you might want to ask, but everything can be settled later. Truly, is he the son of that person? If that's true, it was all because of the conflict with Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord targeting the Poison Phoenix. The warriors of the Tang family fought with their lives, and although our vigor was equal, the resistance from them was stronger than expected. Have you not finished yet? Release them. They keep pushing forward, disregarding even our poison techniques, and risking death. I requested support from the elders to counter the intensified attacks of Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord. If we fall too, the family will inevitably face destruction. It wasn't accepted. If they had even given their forces, we could have reduced the damage. Yet, those shameless people blamed everything on Poison Phoenix after everything ended. You almost destroyed the family. If we had just followed Heaven's Brilliance Demon's intentions, we could have avoided damage. Unable to step onto the battlefield, accepting deposition from the position of head elder despite the injustice. It must have been to protect the young lord under her care. You must have also noticed who the current master the child is of. To us, who failed to fulfill our roles that day, it's as if another chance has come our way. This time we must. Stop. Up. This voice is, well, let's go out and see. Honor guards, do you really think you can defy the Elder Council and safeguard? Where is Tang Yeon-Myeong? As the young master predicted, all the elders appeared. I didn't expect that their own forces would also be mobilized. Is it because they feel their positions are being threatened? Doesn't my word sound reasonable? Bring Tang Yeon-Myeong here now. There's no need to fuss. I am here. You, Third Elder, and other elders as well, did you not visit the Elder Council? You dare to claim the seat of the future leader of the family? That should not be occupied without our permission. I have already proven my qualifications by winning the competition. We are currently verifying fairness at the Stealth and Poisons Hall overseeing the competition. What more do you need? What? As I heard, you have a nasty nature. A nasty nature? What kind of language is that to use in front of the family elders, branch leader? If you want to live, you must confess everything that happened within the solitude exam. I heard that what happens in the competition is unspeakable. Seems the weight of the family rules is lighter than expected. Or do you think I gained an unfair advantage? I heard it on the way here from the Jegal Lord. There was interference from the Dark Sword sect and nearly 300 Dark Sect villains. If there was outside interference, how can you say the competition was fair? Tang Yeon-Myeong and Tang Yeon-Myeong killed other participants, and I ended the competition by killing them. Their intervention was after the competition, so fairness isn't an issue. What did you just say? Who killed whom? If you find it hard to believe, why not go to Gangdong Mountain yourself? If the Gangdong sect hasn't cleaned up, the bodies should still be there. You fool. You brought all this upon yourself. Do you find that hard to believe? How could this be? My demon-killing poison was blocked with just one hand. It possesses a toxicity that robs one of sight and hearing upon contact. How could it be thwarted so easily? Could it be? Has he surpassed the internal strength I've cultivated for decades? Impossible! How dare you? You dare to mock me, an elder? Where did you get that? Do you know what this is? It must be baffling. The poison bottle that you gave to your granddaughter came from my hand. If it were just a simple poison bottle, one might overlook it, but this is the Tang family's top 10 poison. The Tang family's top 10 poison? Elder, could the contents of that bottle possibly be? Yes, they call it Fire Dragon's poison. No wonder I felt such a strong, fiery energy as the bottle burned. Isn't the storage managed by the third elder? I shall bury it in the burial brigade. Is the Tang family's top 10 poison so trivial that it can be used for personal greed? Absolutely not. From what I know, it is dangerous enough to challenge even the most skilled warriors in the martial realm. With its recipe being lost, the remaining top 10 poisons are all the more precious. In the Tang family, they hold more value than any gold or treasure. Thus, using the top 10 poisons for personal gain warrants severe punishment. What are you saying now? How dare you mention severe punishment to an elder of the clan? What are you doing? Seize those men. So it is. Even if you hold the title of elder, do not think you can evade the clan's rules. You will die honorably. At least, in the afterlife, your granddaughter awaits you. You corrupt elders of the clan! What right do you have to judge the seat of the family head? I will decide where I stand. Truly outrageous. Who else can stand so boldly before the elders? The fate of the Tang family may change here. How dare you? What are you doing? You dare to kill a senior of the clan? Can't you restrain that man right now? Grand Elder Tang Sokdung, do you know that your disciple has endangered the Tang family? What are you talking about? Did you really not know that he was a spy for the Dark Moon Sword sect? What nonsense, now you're framing him? You must have heard that the Dark Moon Sword sect invaded the contest area. Did you conspire with the enemies? What evidence do you have? I will tell you. Aren't you the son of the vice director? Why? Because I am the sole witness who can prove he is a spy. Before meeting Yeon-Myeong in the isolation hall, I fought with Tang Yeon-Myeong and got these wounds. As you can see, these wounds cannot be made by poison arts or stealth techniques, because he used a sword technique. At that time, I did not realize it. But perhaps what he used was not a double sword technique. That's just your guess. It's not mere speculation, Grand Elder. I once saw Mok Inhu using a sword technique from a distance. Most of those attacked by him were badly mangled, but the relatively intact bodies were very similar to the sword technique that this child had faced. Yes, moreover, before he tried to kill me, he confessed he was a spy and called himself Mok Ingek. Make Ingjek? Wasn't that the name of a discarded bastard? The child born to a maid, as rumors say. So it's really true? I thought of using you as a witness, but I never expected you to step forward first. I owe you my life. It's only right to repay it. Thank you. This will make things easier. Yukrin, that child is really a spy? No, that's not the important thing right now. If I stay like this, I won't be safe either. Elder Junyoung, block that man. What is Elder Peryong doing? Do you not plan to avenge the third elder? Will you just watch from the sidelines? Don't act rashly. Evidence has already been presented, and you're still acting disgracefully. I don't know anything about it. Isn't my situation different from the third elders? Is your status so light that you can just ignore it? Even if Tang Yeon-Myeong becomes the family head and the Tang family falls into the hands of the Dark Moon Sword Sect, will you continue to claim ignorance? Grand Elder, you cannot escape the accusation of harboring a spy. Normally, your Dantian should be destroyed to cripple your martial arts, but since there's no evidence of your collusion, the punishment will end here. I appreciate your mercy. He was so fast I couldn't even see it with my own eyes. Is he also skilled in swordsmanship? But he didn't notice as I pretended to stop the bleeding and extracted the poison. Among the Tang family's top poisons, the formless poison is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and extremely poisonous. As befits its name, the opponent won't know they've been poisoned until symptoms appear. Although not as potent as the complete formless poison, it's a formless poison I've crafted over half my lifetime. No matter your skill level, you won't survive the poison's potency. It'll kill you without you even knowing what hit you. You really do all sorts of things. Could it be? What is this madness now? Didn't you say with your own mouth that you would consider mercy, and now you claim you have the right to ascend as the family head? Wait, just a moment. What is that? The severed hand of Grand Elder? The object fallen next to the hand. Is it a poison bottle? To think a Grand Elder would feign stopping blood flow to launch a poison attack. Utterly disgraceful. Family head, please. Grand Elder Tang Sok-jung, by attempting to assassinate the family head and disrupt the clan, you will be deemed a traitor and punished severely. You all are not above the laws of the Tang family. If any of you disregard the family's laws again by using your position, I will personally execute justice. The Tang family has declined, and it would not be strange if it collapsed at any moment in this situation. There is one thing I can promise you here. I will ensure that the members of the Tang family are not exposed to the threats of evil sects or demonic cults, and that they can live in peace in this land of Sichuan. So, I ask not the elders, but all of you who ready you acknowledge me as the rightful family head of the Tang family. What are you saying? Tang Jihai's residence. Calm down and speak slowly. Really? Did Yeon-Myeong? Did he really win the family head contest? And that's not all. Judging by the elders' reactions, they acknowledged him as well. I can't believe it. I can't forget that scene. Everyone at the Stealth and Poisons Hall acknowledged him. He truly has grown up splendidly. Moreover, he resembles the young lady from his youth, doesn't he? Our Yeon-Myeong has. Longrang, if he were alive to hear this news, if he were here, he would have been so proud. I wanted to rush to Mother and tell her of my survival. But as family head, there were mountains of tasks to handle. As per the family head's orders, subsequent events and issues will be handled at the Stealth and Poisons Hall, and key decisions will require the family head's approval. Initially, the real power held by the elders was transferred to the Stealth and Poisons Hall. The elders looked displeased, but none openly showed their dissatisfaction. Though it is clear the family head's character is exceptional, his experience is not yet vast. How about I act as a regent until the family head finishes growing? Only Elder O expressed concerns. Elder O's words make sense. They don't want to lose their power and are using my lack of experience and years as an excuse. Let's decide later who will take over the regency. If there's no further discussion, we shall conclude the transfer of authority here. They won't make it easy, though. Moreover, following the investigation, the smuggling of Fire Draken's poison by the Third Elder was proven true, raising doubts about the Elder Council's management capabilities. The status before the contest has diminished. The management of the poisons has also been assigned to the Stealth and Poisons Hall. The elders, having lost most of their authority, were left with only their respective military forces. Since there was no interest in collecting them, the military forces will continue to be managed by the elders. However, from now on, the elders should bear the cost of maintaining the military forces themselves. If there is a budget allocated through the vice director, remove it. Since the Direct Command Troop and Sovereign Spirit Troop have lost their affiliation due to the death of an elder, and no one has taken responsibility, the two forces will be combined into the Shadow Troop and will be assigned to the Stealth and Poisons Hall. The mission was also changed to external defense, and the salaries under the elders were adjusted to match those of existing guards. Though there were those who voiced discontent with their treatment, forget the privileges you once had. Your military strength is negligible. If you don't want to be dismissed, fulfill the responsibilities of your assigned duties. Neglecting duties with unreasonable excuses or causing friction with existing external warriors will lead to severe punishment. It wasn't hard to silence them. A few days later, I heard you called for me, family head. To think you would use force and legitimacy to topple the Elder Council. It's become pointless to relay the contest's circumstances to the elders. No one may know about the fraud committed during the contest, but still, my mouth goes dry. One wrong word and I cannot escape disaster. I've been busy these past few days and neglected you all somewhat. Also, there's something I'd like to ask of you. Is he really number? Why so surprised? Oh, is it because of the clothes? The subordinates have been fussing about dressing appropriately for the position. He isn't even officially the family head yet, but it seems he's declaring who owns the Tang family. But what is this request? I've heard that the defensive formations of the Jekyll family are so remarkable that unwanted guests can't even enter and wander for life. Well, what I experienced was different, but still, I'd like to have that formation installed here. To keep the riffraff of evil sects at bay, I'm sorry to say this, but the main clan's formations cannot be installed without the head's permission. Installing formations requires precious items passed down as family treasures, and maintaining it requires several formation masters, which the main house may not have the capacity for. As for installing the formation, what is this, family head? Why are you doing this? I already know your deal with Tang Yeon-Myeong. Despite being able to stop the invasion of the Dark Moon Sword sect, you chose not to block it. Did you think I would just overlook it? I won't say much. Install a defense similar to the Jekyll families in the Tang family's main inner quarters. Let this suffice for now. However, does this still sound like a mere suggestion? You should have heard of our family rules. The Tang family's rule is to return a grudge tenfold. That's why the elders met their death by my hand. I will count to 3. If I don't hear a positive response by then, I will personally go to the Jekyll family and hold Jekyll Chang's Inn accountable for this incident. 1, 2. I will do it. Please, spare our family members. Good. I trust you'll proceed quickly. I wanted to call you in earlier, but there was more to handle than expected. It's late to call you now. What? Why did you call us, family head? What's with the formality now? When it's just us, do as we always do. Is that okay? If that's the case, just be formal, kids. You switch gears very fast. What's the reason you called us here? I just appointed Yuri's father as the chief officer. You've caught a golden opportunity, so shouldn't you seize it? Is this the power of the family head? Sure, that's what I want too. But is it really okay to confirm it just like that? There must have been opposition. Well, silencing the opposing voices wasn't difficult. But it would be troubling if what you said wasn't sincere. If he shows off our connection and neglects his duties or secretly embezzles... Never. My father is not that kind of person. Since it's decided, help your father adapt to the chief officer's duties. Thank you. Really, Yeon-Myeong. Well, if Yuri's father shows the capabilities he demonstrated, I will devote myself to the safety and prosperity of the Tang family, remembering the days when I was at the bottom of the chief office. Back then, the chief prioritized only his own safety. Then, there's no need to worry. Next, Mirio, Ijon. Tell us about your situation. That's why I called you. If there are those with outstanding abilities but are ostracized or rejected due to lack of connections with the elders, tell me. I plan to take them under me. It's odd to keep those close to the elders, isn't it? I don't really have anyone to recommend. Ijon, aren't you related to the Medicine King Hall? How is that place? Actually, I've been wondering whether to talk about the Medicine King Hall. Yeon-Myeong. It's related to you too. Me? Specifically, It's related to what happened to your father. The ones involved in your father's poisoning were the Medicine King Hall. You must have heard wrong. The Medicine King Hall? How dare they lay a hand on the family head's family? I'll split their heads. Continue with what you were saying. The Medicine King Hall is so secluded within the main house that not even the Elder Council's influence can reach there. All studies of medicine and toxicology are conducted there, and they maintain their finances through treating patients and selling medicinal materials. Even after the Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord incident, the Tang family was able to survive thanks to the Medicine King Hall's robustness. The Medicine King Hall earns the funds necessary for the Tang family's maintenance costs. The leader of the Medicine King Hall was my grandfather. He was dismissed for some reason, right? That's right. You know about it, Mirio? During the time our grandfather was the leader, someone visited him daily. The father of Tang Yeon-Myeong, Tang Long-Riang, original name Ha Long-Riang. It was your father. After the invasion by Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord, as resentment toward the Medicine King Hall increased, he always stood up against those who slandered the Medicine King. However, since your father was a scholar without internal strength, the aftermath of turning a verbal fight into a physical one was evident on his body. Without internal strength, if one is hit by an attack carrying inner force, they can't dissipate the energy and end up suffering deep internal injuries. Still, my father fought back despite everything. That's when things escalated. At the time, the person holding the position of vice leader of the Medicine King Hall was vice leader Tang Il. A dispute broke out with Tang Il. He was caught by your father making unspeakable slanders about your mother. Clearly, it was the vice leader's fault. Instead of reflecting, he even tried to use martial arts when he was losing the argument, and it was only when my grandfather intervened that he could be stopped. Because of that incident, Tang Il was excluded from being a candidate for the next leader. Did he harbor resentment and poison him then? Yes. After that, he killed my father and began to overturn the Medicine King Hall. My grandfather, too, was poisoned by him and imprisoned. Such things happened, and it wasn't made known? Even if it's a secluded place, that's no excuse. Ever since he was poisoned, my grandfather has not been in his right mind. Therefore, even if I explained the situation, no one would step forward to help. That's why I entered the contest. During the 3 years of the contest, they wouldn't kill someone who knew the truth about the incident. I want to go see my grandfather's condition right now, but I'm too afraid to... I'm sorry, Yeon-Myeong. It seems hard to find the talents you seek in the Medicine King Hall. Do you know why that vice leader kept your grandfather alive? It would have been easier to silence him by killing him. If I'm right, perhaps there's a secret division within the Medicine King Hall that even the elders don't know about. An inner pill made from a mythical creature known to live in lava. That is named the 10,000-year fire carp. 10,000-year fire carp. Does that actually exist? What's an inner pill anyway? It's just an item that enhances internal strength. It's not that simple. About 100 years ago, there's a tale that tells of the lesser lord of the fiery Sunday Palace taking the inner pill of the 10,000-year fire carp and achieving tremendous fiery energy, ascending to the realm of fire. Even though the fiery Sunday Palace has now vanished into history under the influence of the Heavenly Demon sect, it might be an exaggeration. But it's true that he reached the realm of fire by taking the inner pill. The story has been passed down to later generations like us. The inner pill of a mythical creature inevitably contains strong poison. If taken without neutralizing the poison 9 out of 10 times, it leads to death. If you clumsily attempt to remove the poison, it could diminish the efficacy of the pill. Indeed, can the efficacy of the inner pill be preserved without removing the poison by anyone, except your grandfather, the former leader? Yes. The current leader's goal is to consume the complete inner pill and ascend to the fire realm. Afterwards, he plans to lead his followers out of the Tang family and become the head of his own sect. That's nothing less than rebellion. Foolish man. Even if he gains strength beyond his level from the inner pill, the realm he seeks to achieve without true enlightenment is precisely the fire realm. During the 3 years we spent together, I never noticed because you never showed it. Yet despite what happened, you still smiled in front of us. First of all, thank you. It must have been hard to talk about. I'm truly grateful you spoke honestly. Just one more thing to ask. If we purge the current members of the Medicine King Hall and restore your grandfather's strength, Can the Medicine King Hall function properly as before? If it's just that your grandfather was poisoned, I can do something about it. So, Ijeon, just give me your answer. It's possible. I don't consider myself less capable than the current leader. If a few prominent figures in medicine are recruited, I can teach them. Okay, that will do. Mirio, can we finish up your story after dealing with the Medicine King Hall? Of course. Let's head to the Medicine King Hall right away. Are you sure? You haven't yet visited your mother since coming to the main house. She'll understand. As the family head, I cannot leave a conspirator to his own devices. And above all, she wouldn't want me to stand idly after hearing what my friend has endured. I'll completely erase the Medicine King Hall that you used to know from the Tang family. So, the son of Tang Yeon-Myeong has become the family head? This is an annoying development. Well, it was before he was even born. So, he wouldn't know that I dealt with his father. Still, it's troubling that Tang Yeon hasn't returned to the Medicine King Hall yet. She's not the type to abandon her own grandfather. However, she must value her own life above all else. While I can kill her any time, the problem is the inner pill, to fully absorb the inner pill's energy and reach the fire realm. That damn old man won't open his mouth even if he regains his sanity, which disrupts my plans. Should I try removing the poison myself? If I mess up, I could lose the entire inner pill. I need to find a better solution, Chief. Quiet. What's all this noise in the clan? The family head is. What are you doing? Don't let a single one escape. Kill them all. The family head is rampaging through the hall. Why are you doing this to us? Have you forgotten where you are? Ajin, did you find him? No. I searched everywhere in the Medicine King Hall. There isn't a trace of my grandfather. Speak. Where have you hidden my grandfather? We don't know. Wan Yuan. Who are you trying to fool with those shifty eyes? Don't test my patience. Go ahead and keep pretending. We only need one mouth to talk anyway. After the contest began, the current leader instructed us to imprison the former leader in Noaik. You imprisoned my grandfather in a place like this? This place was made to isolate those suspected of being infectious. But due to its cold and damp environment, it was closed because it worsened their conditions. Aijin and I are going into Noaik. Bangui Brigade, clean up here and wait at the entrance. We will obey the family head's orders. Family head, please show mercy. We were wrong, please. Arg, family head, arg. It's deep. Was it carved into a cave? Noaik is a fitting name for this place. We're almost there. This is the entrance to Noe. He has to be okay. What if we're already too late? Don't worry, he's alive. Yes, I just found him. Ahoji, it's me, grandfather. Ijeon is here. Step aside, Aijin. Grandfather! This can't be. He wasn't like this before the contest. They must have used the mountain-subduing poison. Calm down. We came to save your grandfather. Besides the mountain-subduing poison, what else did they use? Thunderbolt idiocy poison. Poison that affects the brain, meant to make one an idiot, rather than kill them. The poison is not strong, but it spreads throughout the body and penetrates the brain, making antidotes ineffective without early intervention. There's no proper way to. All right. It will be simple. Just hold him steady. If Lion injects his inner energy into his grandfather's body, it devours all the poison within the body. My poison-devouring frenzy has devoured extreme poisons many times. Let's avoid causing further harm to grandfather's frail body and just absorb the poison. His breathing is returning. His complexion is improving too. Now, rise up. Where am I? Oh, isn't this my granddaughter, Aijin? And beside him, Zuk Longriang, is that really you? So, you are Longriang's son and now the family head? Yes, that's right. I heard the situation from Aijin. You looked after my father. Truly, fate works in mysterious ways. A child who couldn't even see his father's face because of my fault ends up saving me. Longrang, your son has grown up wonderfully with the young lady. If only you had lived to see this. But I hope the news reaches the heavens. Even though I am a feeble old man, may I devote myself to serving the family head? Of course. The reason I came here today was to arrange new positions for the leader and Yeon. Now, let's go out. There are people waiting to see you. Ah, how can that old man stand so firmly? Could it be the family head? How can you mercilessly harm the members of the Medicine King Hall? He's the one who killed the elders without hesitation. A clash of forces won't end well. Don't you know that the Medicine King Hall earns the funds to maintain the Tang family? Do you really wish for the Tang family to collapse? Even after seeing where I'm coming from, you plan to play dumb? Is that enough for your last words? Any final messages? Move aside. Damn it. Damn it. How did he make it this far up? If I stay here, I'll die. My body can't move? That's the heart-severing flame poison. It was made by Jeon. How about it? Isn't her skill enough to replace you? You probably can't even hear me now. Well then. Now for the remaining ones. Bongwi Brigade. Yes. Erase the Medicine King Hall. The Medicine King Hall had fallen. Rumors spread among the clan in an instant. Wasn't the Tang clan only able to survive for this long thanks to the Medicine King Hall? To get rid of the place that funds them? What were they thinking? Are you going to take it right away? Someone like Tang Il might appear if you just leave it like this. After a few days, when the poison effects have worn off, I'll deliver it to you. Thank you, but I'll just take it as it is. Saya, if you're not going to use it immediately, it would be best to keep it here. It's all right. I'm going to use it soon. Indeed, it's a poison so strong that it's visible to the naked eye. How could I get rid of something so precious? Nonsense. It has an extremely potent fiery poison, as expected of a spirit that lives in lava. However, it's nothing comparable to the demonic fire dragon from before. If an ordinary man took it in an unrefined state, the power might have burned them from the inside. More importantly, it's such a powerful poison. So this is how you check the strength of the 10 poisons. It'd be best to look more into the 10 poisons. When looking at it after the refinement process, I can definitely feel the power of the spirit. All right. With this, may I come in? Yes, you may. Then, pardon me for a moment. I thought I would never be able to come here again. I really did get lucky with my child. This place belonged to you in the first place. Of course you should be here. She's still beautiful. I wonder how worried she must have been this whole time. I'm so grateful that you safely returned to me. Of course, I'm your son after all. In my past life, I remember only reflecting on regret before my upcoming death. And that was because I had no one to share my happiness with, even after reaching the end. My past life alone is enough for a life full of regret. From now on, I must protect this life. By the way, have you met the Bongwi Brigade? Yes. They came this morning saying they would help move my things. It's safe, lady. Everyone was a familiar face, so it felt like old times. Yeon-Myeong? What's that box? Ah, this is something I brought to give you. This is an inner pill from the 10,000-year fire carp? As expected, you recognized it. Since you know what it is, you just have to use it. But it would be right if you, who's going to lead the clan, take it. No, it's right if Mother takes it. I have no use for the inner pill now. What do you mean no use for it now? Since I have nothing more, I can increase with this orb. Fire Realm. Did you really reach the Fire Realm? Yes. To think my son is up in the Fire Realm. It's definitely something I should be praising, but if someone realizes this and attacks the Tang family, I want you to live a long life, including Father's share. Please watch over me as I grow. The inner pill is slowly dissipating. You must hurry, Mother. What am I thinking about? Even if your child is up in the Fire Realm, it's natural for a mother to protect their child. All right. It would be rude to reject it when you brought this for me. Even if this child becomes the clan head, that won't stop me. Son, do you know what I was called when I was younger? Pardon? What? Sichuan's top beauty. The Poison Phoenix. That's right. The Poison Phoenix is a title given to the most famous member of the Tang family. Phew, it's been a while since I've seen you so shocked. I might not be as skilled as you, but what do you think? I'm also pretty impressive, right? After increasing her strength and ingesting the inner pill, Mother went straight into cultivating. Anyway, I really was shocked just a moment ago. It was a shock that Mother was hiding her strength, but to think she'd cultivate her strength all by herself, I never would have expected this. A Fire Realm master is able to detect even the smallest movements, which is why there's no point in hiding their power. If she could hide it from me, who's up in the Fire Realm, as expected of my mother. She's already reached the state you're at before the liberation of power, and now that she's reached its peak, she'll be absorbing the spirituality of the inner pill. Perhaps Mother will also be able to overcome the limit, which means she'll be facing a problem soon. The method of absorbing the inner pill is surprisingly simple. You slowly take the spirituality of the inner pill and absorb it into your body. Then, you internalize the spirituality. This process is repeated until all of it is absorbed. However, will it be possible to be able to absorb that whole amount even now? The spirituality of the pill is slowly disappearing. What should I do? At this rate, it'll disappear completely before absorbing even half of it. This hand. Yeon-Myeong? Enlightenment doesn't come from just thinking about it. You must observe your surroundings, analyze it, reason with it, and meditate. That could become an opportunity for enlightenment. This time, I'll give you a little push. Yeon-Myeong's energy is touching the inner pill and fusing together. This is the Tang family's poisonous vital azure radiant heart technique. I see. Spirituality is pure energy that can be anything. I don't have to internalize it little by little, but rather change it into something I'm familiar with and absorb it. I don't have to necessarily go through the cultivation process. All right, come back to me. Seriously. I was blessed with such a good son. It's done. With this, Mother has reached the Fire Realm. Stealth in Poison's Hall. A family meeting first thing in the morning. Dark King Tang Jokwi poisoning. Why is Tang Ji-hyuk doing this to busy people? Since when in the world is the clan head coming? Even if he is the clan head, to make us gather and wait like this. Don't you think it's rude? He'll be here soon. The clan head is entering. Thank you for gathering so early in the morning. I called everyone to discuss something very important that I thought you should all hear. Something important? Didn't you say we should have a proxy head until I am of age? That's right. Who do you plan on appointing as proxy out of the heads here? Why do you assume I'll be picking one of the elders? If not us, then who? Huh? It's been decades. How could this be? In terms of who deserves it, wouldn't she be perfect? After being held responsible for invading Manwha a decade ago, the Council of Elders forced her to take responsibility and dragged her down from the head position. I see a lot of familiar faces. She has finally begun to move. Apologies for the late greetings. My name is Tang Ji-hai. The night before the proxy announcement. Phew. I'm glad I've ascended to the Fire Realm, but I can't get used to the gunk that's leaving my body. I ended up acting disrespectfully to the servant due to that. Anyway, I'm still not used to this strength. It'll get better with some time. Ascending to the Fire Realm has made it so that I can understand Yeon-Myeong better. That child has already reached the highest state in the Fire Realm. Currently, I heard only the owner of the Black Death Alliance has ascended to the Fire Realm. Just what in the world happened during the competition? I think I'll be able to talk about a lot of things with my son for the first time in a while. Congratulations on entering the Fire Realm, Mother. Well, it's all thanks to you. Come sit down. By the way, Yeon-Myeong, how did you enter the Fire Realm? I understand. She'd be curious. What excuse can I give her? It'd be hard to believe I was able to reach enlightenment due to memories of my past life. I still can't believe you've reached that state at your age. I can try using the competition as an excuse. Did you hear about how one of the 10 poisons was smuggled out? That's right. I heard the winner of the competition was awarded the Fire Dragon's poison. Yes, I drank the Fire Dragon's poison. What? If you take something like that recklessly. As you can see, I'm fine. Though I ended up getting addicted to that poison during a battle with the souls. After reaching enlightenment from absorbing the poison, I was able to reach the Fire Realm. Oh my. I see. So it is possible to reach enlightenment that way. It's a relief she accepted it so quickly. By the way, this is off topic, but the servant who was helping me during my bath heard this. Getting rid of the Medicine King Hall. It's best to be honest here, since it's also related to father. It's just like you think. I see. So, it's what I expected. I had my suspicions, but John, that child also must have had a hard time. Yeon-Myeong, I have one request. Yes? What kind of request? I've lived in this family as if I was dead, because I was scared of losing my only child after losing my husband. However, I won't stand still anymore. If you allow me, so that there's no one who dares covet your place anymore. This mother will protect you. The poison phoenix. She looks exactly the same after all these years. Has she perhaps really ascended? Sister Jihai, kindly extend to her your heartfelt congratulations. She's my mother, Tang Jihai. She will be the new head of the Tang family. The head? And not a proxy? Thank you everyone for gathering here today. Though I am the head, I'm only acting like one until the true head comes of age. Since the true head has entrusted this to me, I plan on fixing the base of the Tang family that was ruined. Now then, I'll begin the family meeting. Since then, Tang Jihai's actions were truly unconventional. She removed the name of the Medicine King Hall, which was already collapsing, and renamed it. Tang Hoyul was appointed as the Surgeon General, while Tang Yeon was appointed as the second Surgeon General. Yuri, who was appointed as the General Manager, was ordered to start a full investigation. Gasan immediately found the elders' embezzlement records, and it was decided that the property recovered from this investigation was enough to be used for the clan's maintenance fees for the time being. Tang Jihyuk, the head of the Stealth and Poisons Hall, was replaced, and most of the elders who embezzled from the family were removed from their positions. Even if they weren't an elder, but still used their position to commit any sort of embezzlement. They were also removed from their posts. All of this happened in just the span of a few days. She really is amazing. The clan's inner problems were solved thanks to Mother. At first, I just wanted to live an ordinary life with Mother. But I suddenly began to get surrounded by many people I can call my friends, guards who trust and follow me, and the hundreds of members of the Tang clan. I have so many things to protect now, so that no one dares covet the Tang clan. I will become even stronger. Whether it's the Black Death Alliance or whoever else, no one will ever be able to hurt the Tang clan. I heard the Tang clan has a new head. I see. Then again, they can't leave the seat of head empty forever. Sir, if I may speak, Ma Hu was defeated by the head. He was quite famous and well known for being strong. The transforming heart sect leader Yeo Seolrian. Please root them out before the Tang clan can regain their old reputation. Black Death Alliance leader Yu Kil-jun. Why should I do that? Pardon? Since killing Ma Hu is the same thing as challenging you. Didn't I warn you the other day? Leave the Tang clan alone because I will use them one day. He disobeyed my orders and attacked them. Rather, it was him who expressed opposition against me, right? It's rather a relief that he died to the head. After all, if he came back alive after doing something like that, I would have punished him. But aside from that, it's quite interesting that he killed him. He wasn't someone that could be beaten so easily. Send a letter to the Tang clan. The Schumann meeting will be held soon. Thank you for all your hard work on the internal arrangements. Poison Hall, Tang Jihai's residence. I felt a bit nerve-wracking to take charge again after so long. I'm not even sure if I did well. You did a great job. But, Mother, did you suppress your power like last time? You noticed quickly, since you've experienced it before. It's still an impeccable suppression. However, since you've already reached the Fire Realm, you don't need to hide your power anymore, right? It's not just about hiding power. What I've performed is our family's secret technique, vein sealing concealment. Yeon-Myeong, I hope you also learn this to hide your abilities. What? Why? If I explain, it will be quite a long story. As the founder of this martial art and the ancestor of the Tang family, I have to tell you about him. In Sichuan, a plague broke out. Despite not being in famine, people were dying emaciated. Dozens of bodies were cremated without proper funerals for fear of the plague spreading. It was only a matter of time. Everyone in the village had already caught the plague and were just waiting for their time to die. Except for one. A 10-year-old boy was the only one unaffected. Why was this child the only one unharmed? There was no time for rational questions. In the eyes of those already infected, the 10-year-old boy looked like the harbinger of the plague, a child possessed by an evil spirit. Where could a child chased out of the village go? Hiding in a cave to escape the rain, stealing the sacrificial food left at the shrine near the village to ward off the plague, the boy survived day by day. As the days passed in solitude, 2 days went by. On the 3rd day, the villagers didn't come to perform the rituals. The boy was the only one left. The boy wondered, why am I the only one unharmed? The question didn't linger for long. Finally, they found him. A mysterious group had come looking for the boy, a child with the aptitude for poison. The worst assassination group in the history of Murim, Poisonous Moon Shadow Sect. They kidnapped children from all over the world and trained them as assassins. To prevent them from escaping, they administered antidotes periodically. The boy grew up to be an assassin, and before long he saw the gruesome state of his comrades who died from not receiving the antidote in time. Realizing that the plague in his village was caused by the poison sect, it wasn't him who brought the plague. From that moment on, the boy pushed himself to become stronger. No matter how dangerous the mission, he took it and completed it without hesitation. The boy achieved the feat of assassinating even the absolute masters. Excellent performance. Thanks to you, the sect's reputation is sky high. I bestow upon you the title of one of the 5 great assassins. Tell me what you want. I will grant you anything. Nothing. What? The boy had already reached a high level. With the insights gained from fights with absolute masters, and his own ultimate technique based on the martial arts learned in the sect, it was the first flower rain of the sky. Thus, the Poisonous Moon Shadow Sect disappeared overnight. Later, his descendants settled in Sichuan, forming the current Tang family. Even now, the world remembers him by the alias Myeong. Invisible guest? Ahem. I didn't know there was such history. So, what does this story have to do with vein-sealing concealment? The Poison Sect had many masters at the Fire Realm, including the 5 great assassins and the sect leader. Do you know the secret of how the invisible guest faced them alone? Isn't it flower rain of the sky? Not many martial artists could withstand that kind of martial art that makes the number of opponents irrelevant. You're half right. It is flower rain of the sky, but it's not a martial art for hidden weapons. Flower Rain of the Sky is a martial art that controls energy. Energy? Are you saying it's a martial art that controls energy, not hidden weapons? Yes, battles at the Fire Realm are clashes of energy. When your opponent attacks with energy, you must defend with energy. Ordinary hidden weapon techniques can't penetrate the body-protecting energy of a Fire Realm master. Indeed, that makes sense. No matter how many hidden weapons there are, they will just bounce off the body-protecting energy. Energy counters energy, and if hundreds of hidden weapons enveloped in energy form a storm, even with body-protecting energy, it would be impossible to handle hundreds of energy attacks. It is truly an ultimate technique created for battling masters at the Fire Realm. It must be much more powerful than techniques like Whirling Chaos Dart or Iron Whip Dart. But no matter how skilled a master is, maintaining that level of energy must be difficult. You seem to wonder how one could maintain that much energy. The answer lies in the vein-sealing concealment. The basic principle of vein-sealing concealment is as follows. Compress all the internal energy flowing through the meridians and concentrate it into one of the 12 main meridians. Then, use true energy to block the flow of internal energy and seal it within the meridian. This way, the internal energy doesn't flow and is encapsulated by true energy. This method can deceive the eyes of a Fire Realm master who can see the flow of internal energy. Of course, you can't use the sealed internal energy immediately, so your current power will decrease. But, with accumulated experience and insights, it can be rebuilt easily. By repeating this process 12 times to seal internal energy in all 12 main meridians, the true energy protecting the internal energy intertwines, creating a new protective layer. This is Body Protecting Energy, Dragon Scale. Not only does it surpass the defense of the existing Body Protecting Energy, but its strength is said to be comparable to Dragon Scales, hence the name Dragon Scale. First, the Fire Dragon Poison, now this. They speak as if they've seen a dragon. Moreover, vein sealing is not just for defense. When you release the internal energy sealed in the 12 meridians, you can use more than 10 times the original internal energy temporarily. Temporarily? Well, internal energy beyond the body's limit naturally dissipates, so. Flower Rain of the Sky is a martial art that requires the release of vein sealing to use. That's not all it takes. There were several key points passed down with vein sealing concealment, but they were lost after the invasion of the Demon Lord. The key points passed down orally were also lost when 2 elders suddenly died. But Yeon-Myeong, I believe you can master the complete Flower Rain of the Sky, because… Yeon-Myeong, you're my proud son, aren't you? Proud son. Of course. Of course, there's nothing the son of the Poison Phoenix can't master. I must live up to your expectations, so you can be even prouder. Thus, he received the vein sealing concealment from his mother. To quickly replenish internal energy after vein sealing concealment, as expected, drinking poison is the best way. You're addicted to that. What others call poison is like a miracle elixir to me. There's no need to go through the rebuilding process. I should ask Jian to make some poison for me. What's going on? Well, your friend is here. They insisted on seeing you now, even though you're working. Help me, Yeon-Myeong. Irio, what's going on? Why are you so out of breath? At this rate, if this keeps up, my sister will die. Your sister is dying? Shouldn't you have gone to a doctor first instead of coming to me? We've already consulted several doctors. This isn't something that medicine or medical techniques can fix. What do you mean? Did she suffer internal injuries? It's the 9 yin severed meridians, a terminal condition. Historically, alongside the Blazing Sunday Palace, there was a peculiar martial arts sect that used terminal conditions, Northern Sea Ice Palace. As the name suggests, the martial artists of the Ice Palace practiced ice arts, which were considered both a skill and a blessing for those born with extreme yin energy. However, those who didn't practice ice arts suffered from terminal conditions. So, you and your sister are their descendants? I've heard we're descendants of their descendants. A long time ago, the descendants of the Ice Palace settled in Sichuan and married into the Tang Family, which was the most powerful family in Sichuan at the time. Learning ice arts can free one from the terminal condition, but this is the Sichuan Tang Family, which deals with poisons and hidden weapons. There are no practitioners of ice arts or related information here. The ice arts passed down from distant ancestors have long been lost. It's considered a hereditary condition that appears once every few decades. But unfortunately, there is a way, but we're here. That's my house. Oh no. Her condition has worsened since we left the house. Sister, please open your eyes. The room is cold enough to freeze. It's more severe than I expected. Mirio, pay attention. I can't guarantee your sister's life. What? Your sister has been resisting the cold with innate energy, but now she's reached her limit. She's in a state where she's blocking all consciousness and focusing all her energy on her veins. That can't be. Does that mean there's no way to save her? It's not that there's no way. We can artificially release the cold from her body. However, if your sister can't withstand the process, or if I get overwhelmed by the cold, I want to help, but I can't risk a friend's family member's life. I'm just giving you the choice, Mirio. You need to decide whether to look for another way or trust me and try my method. I came all this way because there were no other options. I can't give up without trying. It's dangerous for you too, but please, Yeon-Myeong, save my sister. All right, let's do it. Does it have to be like this? Yes, but this is too embarrassing. The clothes get in the way of extracting the yin energy, so there's no other choice. Seriously, it's better to be a bit embarrassed than to die. All right, let's begin. Removing the cold from the 9 meridians, the glabella, philtrum, heart, lungs, arms, legs, and lower abdomen, one by one. Good, I've removed the cold from the glabella. I can still manage. Let's go straight down. Damn, never mind. I can't stop now that I've started. The resistance of the cold is skyrocketing. It won't come out easily. Yeon-Myeong. I'm fine. So far, I managed to extract the yin energy from the 6 meridians in the upper body. But now the cold has exceeded what my body can handle. If I continue, I'll freeze to death first. Damn, It would be easier if it were a poison. Wait, poison? Come to think of it, Jian's grandfather from the Medicine King Hall mentioned that the reason for the poison in spirit pills is that medicine and poison are essentially one. It becomes poisonous when the concentration or quantity exceeds what the human body can tolerate. Even the yang energy, essential for life-fire dragon poison or 10,000-year fire carp turns into fire poison if it exceeds what the body can endure. Then, this excessively strong cold, enough to freeze to the bone, can be considered cold poison. It's reacting. Since a lot of cold has already been extracted, it's going to resist fiercely. But as long as it recognizes the cold as poison, it will just gorge itself and won't be a threat. Devour it. What's this? It's warm. The cold in my body is dissipating. What's... Eek? Sister. Mirio. Is it really you, Miriario? So, that's what happened. Then, this is the person who saved me? That's right. By the way, Yeon-Myeong, how long are you going to keep touching? He's concentrating, so let him be until he wakes up. It's almost like a miracle drug. It's beyond the body's capacity to absorb internal energy. If left like this, the energy will naturally dissipate. But this is a perfect opportunity to absorb all the cold and attempt to open up the closed meridians. One meridian is already filling with internal energy. I wonder how many meridians will fill once all the cold is absorbed. 4 meridians. That's beyond imagination. I've gained about 4 times the internal energy I originally had. It's unfortunate that my immediate achievement has decreased, but it can't be helped. I have no choice but to supplement it by drinking poison. Well, Cage. Ahem. There's no need to be so flustered. Mirio explained everything to me. Manwha, Mireo, are you all okay? You bastard. What did you do to my daughters? It's not like that, Dad. I'm really sorry. I didn't know you saved my daughter and was disrespectful. I didn't realize you were the family head. I've made a grave mistake. No, it's understandable. Anyone would have misunderstood the situation. No words can express how grateful I am. My daughters won't die before me now. I settled here after falling for a woman from the Tang clan while running a trading company. My wife also suffered from the terminal condition and passed away. I spent all my savings searching for a cure to save my daughters, but it was all in vain. The family head stepped up to help. From now on, if the family head calls for me, I'll rush to your side for any task. I only did what I had to do. By the way, it's inside the city. I see. Let's discuss this later. Well then, I'll be going. Yeon-Myeong, you are leaving already? We haven't properly thanked you yet. Once again, thank you for saving my life. Family head. My family and I will never forget this grace. Thank you so much for today. I will surely repay you. Family head. Will you be all right? Why all of a sudden? It seemed like he was quite bewildered. Bewildered? Did something go wrong while treating my terminal condition? Why? Do you feel sad seeing him go? No, that's not it. What are you saying? Was it that obvious? What should I do? It's a natural reaction, really. Other people besides you, sister, would have a similar reaction. Probably. Don't worry, sister. I've never seen anyone prettier than you. And though he didn't say it, that guy's expression when he saw you, surely he's also conscious of you, sister. I even imagined grandchildren. To think I would feel nervous just by looking at someone in my life. Is this what an ordinary life feels like? Hope there's a chance to visit again. The issue is, since the Tang clan's power declined and the Black Death Alliance took over, we rarely go outside the city. The Black Death Alliance again? The Black Death Alliance and their leader, Yu Giljun. Although they didn't directly bring down the family like Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord, their subordinates intruding in the contest and such, they are certainly a bothersome presence. Moreover, as long as they remain in Sichuan province, we will inevitably clash one day. Black Death Alliance territory in Sichuan province. Manwha Hall. So, they say the Tang clan's influence has been growing uncontrollably lately? Is that all there is to it? Regardless of what happens to those people, it's not my concern. Those people? The leader's orders are absolute, Manwha Hallmaster. Rising Phoenix sect leader Yeopinje. So, it would be best to stay quiet until his anger subsides. Cowardly bastards. Aren't both the new head and family head said to be at the Fire Mastery realm or close to it? Yet all he says is to watch and wait. With my current self, I can't even avenge Mak Inhyu and Jang Yeonsong. I can't do anything. Wait. If I can't move myself, send a letter to the Tang clan. Invite the family head of the Tang clan to the upcoming Sichuan gathering. Yes, the Sichuan gathering. With that, leader, I can't just sit still. Even now, when I close my eyes, I hear Mak Inhyu's cries for revenge. Unless I eradicate the Tang clan, my anger will not subside. Hallmaster, please forgive me just this once. Master, look forward to it. The Tang clan's family head kid. A stage will be prepared for you. Uncle, what should we do about this? Ever since Tang Ji-hee became the head of the family, our position has weakened. Second Elder Tang Myeong-shin, why are you asking me that? If you think about it, it's all because of you and your father's former poison. Tang Ji-ok. Why bring that up now? The problem is that Brat Moon-chan. He couldn't even gauge the opponent's strength and kept making enemies. And now, you and your father are ruining everything I've built. My entire life is disgusting. And I can't even stand up to the head of the Tang family. It's all because of that guy. I will definitely heal my arm and take revenge. What do you plan to do from now on? Like the other elders, it's even hard for us to maintain our force. I know. We will leave the family. This is the place. It's where we store the Tang family's extreme poisons and 10 toxins. Originally, this place was managed by the third elder, but due to neglect, it was transferred to me and the poison hall. Young master, before you go in, take this. What is that? This will block the toxic air inside the warehouse. It's a poison-repelling pearl. Just holding it in your mouth will filter out most poisons and keep them from invading your body. I don't need it. What? Why? You said it has to be held in the mouth, right? Many people, including the third elder, have probably held and sucked on it. It's cleaned after each use. So you can rest assured. I said I don't need it. I won't get poisoned without it. Even if you're immune to poison, you should take it. Open it. Yes. It's well maintained. Is it because it's where we store the 10 toxins? I see now why you were worried before letting me in. If an ordinary warrior entered without the poison-repelling pearl, they would have died instantly. Though my inner strength has decreased due to my meridians being sealed by the poison vein stimulation technique, the concentration of the poisonous air is definitely different. Of course, for someone like me, who has mastered the poison-refining heart technique, it's as pure as a clean area. I can already feel my inner strength replenishing, but this alone is far from enough to use my martial arts like before. It seems I should consume poisons equivalent to the 10 toxins. According to family regulations, I can't use the 10 toxins for personal consumption. If the recipe remains, I could ask Ioni to make it. What is this strange feeling? Only that part of the airflow is distorted, as if it's like a formation? Formation in the Tang family's poison storage? It doesn't seem to be the Jaegel family's formation. I'll just check it out. Passage. Talisman with prohibited and sealed written on it. It's not the Jaegel family's formation. This is a magician's formation. My master in my previous life had connections with several magicians. Just as my master was obsessed with the sword, they were obsessed with sorcery, ultimately seeking to master sorcery and transcend human limits to become immortals. I remember being thrown into a formation created by a magician as training. It was a place full of beasts whose names I didn't even know. Magicians are typically selfish and only engage in things that interest them. Why is there a magician's formation inside the Tang family? Magicians are inherently selfish creatures. How did I build a relationship with them? It's simple. If you beat them up every day for no reason, they eventually come to have a conversation. I doubt anyone in the Tang family thinks like my master. There must be something in the Tang family that piques a magician's interest. If the poison is leaking out despite being sealed with hundreds of talismans, It must be something with incredible toxic power. Originally, I intended to transcribe the 10 toxins recipe if it remained, but this seems more interesting. Let's check it out. Someone has entered the seal. Not an inconspicuous guest. How much time has passed? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Release me. So this is where the 10th of the Tang family's 10 toxins, said to be completely lost, was hidden. But a jar wrapped in talismans. This seems ominous. What kind of poison requires such measures? The rebound force created by the main force is tremendous. It is harder to break than most formations. However, I just need to cut through each one with precision. The poison is much thicker now that the talismans are removed. Let's see what's inside. The power of the talismans that bound me has disappeared. How long has it been since I've seen the light? I'm finally free. What the? Fast! I have to strike first before it gets me. Quite a sharp reaction, kid. As a reward for releasing me from the seal, I'll kill you without pain. Who? What are you? You insolent fool. Before this, I was at the pinnacle of poison. Why are you resisting? Is it because of that poison-absorbing aura? You have it. The Wanderer's Saint? He's my ancestor. Wait! Stop absorbing the poison! At this rate, I'll be utterly destroyed. Why should I? Did you change your mind because you're at a disadvantage? I will absorb all your poison. That bastard, he's really going to destroy me. Then let's make a deal. Deal? Yes, a deal. I just want to escape from this seal. If you spare me, I'll become your guardian spirit. Guardian spirit? Yes, a guardian spirit. Wouldn't that be beneficial for you? Can't you feel your internal energy increasing every moment with my poison? And at a rate far beyond the norm? Indeed. His poison is incomparable to the 10,000-year fire carp's inner pill or the fire dragon's poison. Just absorbing it surpasses my previous internal energy. If I become your guardian spirit and provide poison whenever you need it, isn't it better to use me continuously rather than absorb all the poison now? I don't need it. I have no interest in keeping alive someone who was my enemy. I can replenish poison elsewhere. Please, just spare me once. I've lived for hundreds of years trapped in poison, straining to the wall. As your guardian spirit, I'd be bound to you. Just let me live. Can't you make it work? Huh. I'll believe you just this once. You're accepting me? But if you try anything funny, I'll destroy you on the spot. Sure, I promise that won't happen. So, what do I need to do for you to become my guardian spirit? I don't know anything about spirit arts. You don't need to do anything. It's called the Spirit Binding Seal. By holding it, my spirit will be bound to your soul. That's how I'll become your guardian spirit. It's been a while since the family head entered. He wouldn't be in trouble, would he? We need to go in and check. What? We're not supposed to enter carelessly. We can worry about punishment later. We can't let the future leader suffer in a place like this. Who can stop your stubbornness? Huh? There's a light coming from inside the library. What happened inside? And this vibration? Family head, are you safe? The radiance surrounding the family head. What is that? This is Guardian Spirit Aura, a dragon's gaze. Unlike the usual Guardian Spirit Aura, it feels like a tangible outer layer. Thanks to making the poison-absorbing snake my guardian spirit and filling all 12 meridians, it is possible. What an unbelievable fortune. But from now on, I'll need to control the output. Everyone's attention is overwhelming. Really? Do you need to be concerned about those below you? The Wanderer flaunted it openly. Didn't I tell you not to reveal yourself recklessly? No one can see it unless you reveal it. And besides, with such a strong aura, no one would dare to attack you. Still, it's too eye-catching. I want to live a somewhat ordinary life this time. This time you speak as if you died and came back to life. Can you really do that? What do you mean? There's a reason you've been given such power. Not like your ancestor and your previous master. The Wanderer said those with power are followed by destiny. Were you exploited back then too? Don't even mention it. He was even more inflexible than you. He worked me to the bone until his dying day, then summoned the exorcist to seal me in a jar because he deemed me too dangerous. There's a reason for your connection with the exorcist. Just thinking about it. As a highly ranked spirit, you're desired by any exorcist as their guardian spirit. The ancestor helped seal him. Could it be that my ancestor was like my master? By the way, he said there's a reason for my existence like his. Does it have to do with awakening memories of my past life? I can't be sure, but it seems likely. What is it? You need to come out immediately. In Sichuan, near the main house, there's an attack by the evil faction. What? Damn. We were almost there. Where are you rushing off to, fellow members of the Justice faction? I don't know why esteemed gentlemen from the Orthodox sects have come here, but you should know that Sichuan is the territory of the Black Death sect and the evil faction. Hyunso, I'll try to hold them off. You run. Stop talking nonsense, brother. How will you stop them in your condition? Hundreds of evil faction members led by Palace Lord Jiang Taishan. I can't handle them in my injured state. Seeing that you've reached Chengdu, you must have sought help from the Tang clan. Don't you know? The leader has isolated the Tang clan in Sichuan. If I capture you and offer you to the leader, I'll be granted the ultimate martial arts. I'll deliver you alive, so be prepared to lose a limb or two. There they are. Who are those two in yellow robes? They appear to be martial artists from the Justice faction, Family Head. So, the ones on the opposite side must be from the evil faction. Escort the Justice faction members. They seem to have come as guests. Those robes. Tang clan martial artists. They've come to help us. But only 4? Their spirit is formidable, but the enemy has hundreds. The person you're carrying seems critically injured. Please step back. Wait. I'll take care of him. Wait. Shouldn't we help the ones up front? There are over 200 martial artists chasing us. I appreciate the help, but no need to worry. What? If you don't believe me, see for yourself. Who are you to block my way? Palace Lord, I think it's him. The one who won the Tang clan's contest and returned. The new family head of the Tang clan. The one who looks like a pretty boy. Are you really planning to face us? Such arrogance. The remnants spared by the leader's mercy. Yes, I'll uproot you once and for all. You were the ones who started this, so the leader won't blame us for this. Palace Lord, listening to your nonsense is annoying. The leader's mercy? Uproot us? Try it if you can. I'll uproot you first. The Palace Lord is dead. When did he throw the poison needle? I didn't even see him do it. Did he throw a bunch of them in the air? Everyone, stay alert. Thursday. This is crazy. Huh? I rushed out and didn't apply the poison, but it's having the same effect as if they were poisoned. Well, of course. My poison seeped into your needles. There are few in this world who can withstand my poison. You're more useful than you look. Can't believe it. Such amazing assassin skills. Is he the one who single-handedly overwhelmed the warriors from the Great Darkness Silent Word sect that Sabayak mentioned? What did we just witness? Over 100 soldiers wiped out in an instant. I thought the Tang family was declining. No one mentioned they had a monster like that. Don't panic. It's just one guy. Unless that kid has reached the fire realm. No, he won't have enough energy to use that technique multiple times. I'll lead the charge and take him down. Follow me. Die. What's this? Where'd all that bravado go? Whoa! Dragon scale, huh? It's pretty effective. Blocking weapons with bare hands? Wait a minute, is that the 10,000 heavenly flower rain? So now it's my turn, huh? I heard that the Tang family's secret techniques were lost after the Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord's invasion. I was mistaken. The Tang family's strength is still solid. If they handle the Black Death Alliance as Sabek intended, we can. Are you still here? Oh, ha ha ha. The young lord's skills are so impressive. I couldn't look away. Is that so? Let's discuss this further back at the main house. Yeah, we really shouldn't make enemies with the Tang family. A few days ago, on the outskirts of Sichuan, **. It's a relief we didn't encounter any trouble from the unorthodox factions on our way to Sichuan Sabek. I heard that since the Tang family's fall, Sichuan has been overrun by the unorthodox factions. But it's pretty quiet. Sabek? Why is Sabayak so tense? Is the food to your liking? It's a small place, but I come here often. He's right next to us, and I didn't even sense him. Quite a skilled guy. What? Who are you? Don't you recognize him, Hyun-so? That guy's from the Yu family. The Yu family? No way. Sorry to disturb your meal. So what's bringing the Taoists of the joint sect to my Sichuan? We came to this remote inn to avoid clashes with the unorthodox factions. Who would have thought the Alliance leader would visit such a small place? Do you have business with the Alliance? You seem to have reached the Fire Realm. Sending someone like you means it's serious, huh? I've got no business with the Black Death Alliance. Did you come alone? I don't see any of your subordinates. What's the matter? Think you can take me if I'm alone? If you want, I'm willing to spar with you. Believe it or not, I've lived twice as long as you. So, are you here to pay respect to me? In a Fire Realm fight, the years of accumulated energy are crucial. Do you think you can handle the energy I've built up with my sex techniques? Sabake's more hyped up than usual. Is he really planning to start a fight here? What arrogance. Cheongsong sect, Ami sect, Jeomshong sect wiped them out with my own hands over 10 years ago. The joint sect only survived because they were far from Sichuan. If a fight is what it takes to make you understand, follow me. There's a place nearby for a quick match. Sabek, no. If anything happens, you want me to just sit still after hearing that. Don't stop me. I'll show that reckless bastard that the joint sex martial arts are the best in the world. And that's how we ended up fighting the Black Death Alliance leader. Asterisk. A fight? That's different from what I saw earlier. Yes. The ones chasing us earlier came after this. Stand back, Hyun-so. Be careful, Sunbae. Let's start. That's a pretty decent sword technique. Is it powered by internal energy? Impressive idea. Using the resonance of inner energy to drive out other energies. I can't keep up with my eyes. This is a fight between warriors who've reached the Fire Realm. His can't be all, right? Push it higher. You bragged about your energy, so this can't be your best. All right, I'll show you. The joint sex ultimate technique. The true power of the demonic sword technique. Sabik is overwhelming him. Maybe he'll take down the Black Death Alliance leader here. Wait, what? This guy. He's deliberately blocking me at the last second. Like he's testing me. Even though he's from the unorthodox side. All right. I'll end your arrogance right here. So, that's how you use it? Using the secret technique of the demonic sword. Sabek. I saw it, Sabek. But we need to leave quickly. This commotion is too big. This technique requires more precision than I thought. It's fitting for the joint sect, one of the major orthodox factions, using internal energy amplification through intent. Even though it's called the demonic sword technique, it's basically a powerful internal martial art. Sabike. That's definitely the secret technique of the demonic sword. However, it's not the usual mixed energy. How? Why are you so surprised? If you understood the principles, you know it doesn't have to be exclusively a demonic technique, right? Demonic sword technique, you called it? Out of respect for its origin. I will call this the divine subduing technique. You're saying that leader Yugil Jun of the Black Death Alliance used the martial arts of the Orthodox faction? It seemed like he adapted them for his use. Although the gathered energy was different, the technique was unmistakably the essence of the demonic sword technique. Furthermore, the power of that finger technique surpassed the demonic sword technique. If Senior Brother hadn't used his remaining internal energy to block, I wouldn't be here right now. That Taoist, Taeheo, was definitely in the Fire Realm. Still, to adapt martial art he saw for the first time, he managed to comprehend such a master's martial arts in just one duel. Family head, Senior Brother and I have come to the Tang clan for one purpose. Please cooperate with us in the great martial arts tournament of our sect. Heavenly Demon Divine Cult, a religious and militant group located in Xinjiang, was once powerful enough to rival all the 9 great sects and other martial arts factions. Even after numerous upheavals in the martial arts world, the orthodox factions still dare not confront them because the entire sect moves at the command of one person, the sect leader. However, the situation began to change when the sect leader's son, Yeon Junchuk, emerged. With innate martial talent, Yeon Junchuk gained personal followers. Fearing an unintended factional split, he led his followers out of the sect and founded the Heaven's Brilliance Demon Cult. This weakened the elite ranks of the sect, making this the last opportunity to eradicate it. But we are worried about the Black Death Alliance to our south. If the Black Death Alliance moves north while our elites are out, we will suffer greatly. However, with the martial prowess you displayed, you could prevent the Black Death Alliance from moving north. So we ask you, please stop the Black Death Alliance while we eradicate the Heavenly Demon Divine Cult. No. What? What did you say? I said no. Why should I? He refused. This isn't something I can decide on my own. I'll consult with the family head and return. That's what he said, and now we're waiting outside. What if we can't persuade him, senior brother? Let's just wait for now. Senior brother, this is a different matter, but the state of the Tang clan is quite different from what we expected. As we traveled here, we observed the Tang clan's buildings, the martial prowess, the training warriors, and the atmosphere among the clan members. It's completely opposite to the rumors that they were ruined by Heaven's Brilliance Demon. Yes, I saw it too. There must be some driving force that revived the clan. We must somehow bring them to our side. I've come to escort you, Taoists. I'm Tang Yeon-Myeong, responsible for the general affairs of the Tang clan. The family head has commanded me to bring you too. Welcome. I've heard everything from the family head. You've come to request our cooperation against the Heavenly Demon Divine Cult? I am Tang Jihai, the acting family head of the Sichuan Tang clan. This presence, unmistakably in the Fire Realm. It's understandable how the Tang clan regained its strength. The family head's martial prowess is astounding, and the acting family head is also at the Fire Realm. Wouldn't be surprising if they regained their past glory immediately. Yes, our sect is in urgent need of support. Since it's about eradicating the evil sects, isn't it right to help in the name of justice? Please reconsider, Yeon-Myeong. Yeon-Myeong, you said you refused earlier, right? Do you still think the same? Yes, mother. Why, family head? If we can't stop the evil sects, the martial world might fall into chaos. I understand the threat of the Heavenly Demon Divine Cult, but the Black Death Alliance and the evil faction are separate issues. From what I've learned, the Black Death Alliance does not harass the common people of Sichuan. They collect protection fees, but they also eliminate bandits, acting almost like the orthodox factions. In such a situation, we have no justification to attack them first. What are you saying? You mentioned acting in the name of justice. When the Black Death Alliance and Heaven's Brilliance Demon Cult invaded and isolated the Tang clan, I heard no one from the orthodox factions came to help. I understand prioritizing the safety of your own sect and clan. I'm not blaming you for that. But now you seek help under the guise of eradicating the evil sects. When Kunlun falls, Gongdong is next. Do you think I don't see that you're desperate? I can't lift my head. The family head's words aren't wrong. We preach righteousness, but only act when our own sects are threatened. The family head is right. I apologize for not considering the Tang clan's position. Senior brother, usually you'd be angry by now. I was short-sighted. It's only natural to refuse when we only talk about sacrifices in the name of righteousness. We are willing to pay a fair price for your help. Please reconsider. We're seeking cooperation, not just asking for help. Since you put it that way, I can't keep refusing. Really? Then let's discuss the forces we can deploy first. Before that, how much are you willing to pay? We'll pay several years' worth of our sect's maintenance costs in one go. If it can save our sect, it's a small price to pay. You must be confident to offer such an amount. Certainly, the family head's martial prowess was impressive, but it's uncertain. Maybe the family head is equal to, or even above that level. What? Isn't it impossible to hide one's level from your sensing ability, senior brother? If one could deceive even those at Hwagyong, it would be a different story. They wouldn't have realized that I'm maintaining the state of open meridians. He's a more perceptive Taoist than he appears. Is Fire Realm really just that? This isn't just about extracting money. Why did you change your mind all of a sudden? It's not sudden. I mentioned the Black Death Alliance's good deeds to the Taoists, but I don't trust them. However, It's true that order has been maintained in Sichuan after all the major factions fell, all because of one man, Yu Giljun. The only reason they're classified as an evil faction is that they didn't join the orthodox factions. Their foundation is no different from bandits, ignoring righteousness, and cooperation in pursuing personal gain. The current order in Sichuan is only temporary, maintained by Yu Giljun. Since the Tang clan's decline and the Black Death Alliance's takeover, we rarely leave the city. If things go slightly wrong, they push out their business competitors and plant spies to bring down other clans or invade them. So their fundamental nature hasn't changed. The current order is a temporary phenomenon. If Yu Giljun were to disappear one day, the evil factions that grew under his rule would be unleashed onto Sichuan. Indeed, it's like nipping it in the bud. If you don't uproot the sapling early, you end up having to chop it down with an axe later. I understand your point. So, what do you plan to do? It's simple. We just need to prevent them from moving north. However, with our current strength, we can't completely block the Black Death Alliance, can we? Instead of blocking them from the outside, we'll disrupt them internally so they can't move out. You're planning to infiltrate the Black Death Alliance's main camp? It makes sense, but breaking through to that point will be challenging. Recently, they sent an invitation themselves. It was an invitation to the Sichuan Gathering. Unlike in the past, the Sichuan Gathering is now a tournament where the young masters of the evil factions compete. I will attend the Sichuan Gathering and confirm their true nature. If, as I suspect, they haven't abandoned their evil ways, I will kill them all. Young. When you reach the Tang clan, make sure not to do anything that might offend the family head. Remember that the fate of our main family depends on you. Don't worry, uncle. As you said, if the Tang clan's family head is truly such an extraordinary person, Jaegal Yeongyang will make sure to win them over, no matter what it takes. Master Taeheo, are you there? I've brought our meal and herbal medicine. Come in, young lady Ijan. How are your internal injuries? Thanks to you, much better. The herbal medicine your grandfather provided has been very effective. Really? At first, I was hesitant to drink it, since it contained not only herbs but also poisonous plants. But after drinking it, my internal injuries noticeably improved. Wow! No one can stop me now. Even the clan leader who made the decoction was surprised by the recovery speed. With this rate of recovery, I'll be able to return to my sect soon. I'm glad to hear that. By the way, it seems a bit noisy outside today. Is something happening? It's probably because the Jegal clan has arrived. What? The Jegal clan? The Tang clan and the Jegal clan have had a close relationship for a long time. That's why they supported us during the recent contest. This time, they agreed to set up a defensive formation in our outer grounds. I heard about their friendship, but setting up a formation? I don't know much about formations, but it must be costly. Is the Jegal clan well off? The Tang clan is covering the materials and costs? No, I heard the Jegal clan is covering everything. According to the family head, the Jegal clan was very cooperative. Young, will you be able to do this well? Don't worry, uncle. I know myself well. There isn't a man who won't fall for my beauty. Yes, you remind me of my sister, who was called a beauty in Hubei. Capturing a young man's heart shouldn't be difficult. Over a decade ago, the Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord attacked the Jegal clan, aiming for my sister. Thanks to her noble sacrifice, the main family narrowly escaped destruction. Driven by the shame of being reduced to a mere plaything for one night, she ultimately threw herself to her death. I cannot allow such tragedy to befall our main family ever again. If Yeongyang develops a deep relationship with the Tang clan's family head, we can maintain our lineage. Please, Yeongyang, the future of our family depends on you. Welcome. I heard that during the family head contest, the formation of your clan was a great help, and now you're setting up a defensive formation for our outer grounds. As the family head, I am truly grateful. Family head. Could it be the family head's mother? Like son. They truly have a blessed lineage. Oh no, I was so overwhelmed by her presence that I zoned out. I greet the Tang clan's family head. I am Jegal Changshin. I apologize for not being aware of your ascension. You weren't here when I ascended, so it's understandable. Don't worry about it. You must be weary from your journey. Please rest sufficiently before beginning your work. Thank you for your consideration. And the young lady beside you? Ah, she is my niece. I brought her to strengthen the bond between our clans. Young, greet the family head. Is that the Tang clan's family head? How can a person look like that? He's perfect husband material. I apologize for the late greeting. I am Jagal Yeon-Myeong. Though it's late, I sincerely congratulate you on becoming the family head. Oh, such a polite child. Thank you. She's very lovely. In a few years, many young men will be heartbroken over her. Thank you for the compliment. I was quite famous in my youth, too. It's like looking at my younger self. What are you saying? You are still very beautiful. When I first saw you, I thought you were the family head's sister. With such a beautiful and kind mother. It's no wonder the family head is so admirable. It feels good to hear such kind words, even if they are just flattery. Since you are the same age as him, I hope you two can become close while you stay here. I'm delighted to hear that. My older brother in the main family has never shown me much affection. Oh my, that's unfortunate. It seems the family head is also reacting. Ignored? How can he ignore a beautiful girl's sorrowful story? This is strange. Usually men would be tripping over themselves for me. Is the family head not interested in me? This is the first time I've faced such humiliation. He didn't even glance my way. Tang clan's family head, Tang Yeon-Myeong. I will make sure you notice me, no matter what it takes. Sichuan City, Black Death Alliance territory. Did you hear? The Tang clan's family head is participating in the Sichuan gathering. What? Considering what he's done, the other factions won't sit still. Manwha Hall, Sichuan gathering preparation site. The first page details the budget needed for this gathering. The second page lists the participating factions and families. All right, the report is sufficient. Manwha Hallmaster. ***. Leader of the 6 demonic lords. Normally, the Great Void Immortal Hall would be hosting this year. You must be having a hard time. Well done. It's nothing. I'm just doing my duty as a servant of the leader. Black Death Alliance leader's residence. Uncle, I want to go see the Sichuan gathering this time. What's gotten into you? Last time you said it was too bothersome. I heard on the way here that the Tang clan's family head is participating in the Sichuan gathering. Yes, that's right. They say all the women in Chengdu are lovesick over him. How handsome can he be? Isn't that an exaggeration? If it's true, then I have to make him my husband. You say things that would shock your father. Anyway, can I go see it? All right. Even if I said no, you'd go anyway. Moreover, who could stop the will of the Black Death Alliance leader's daughter? Tang clan residents? Oh my, look at your beautiful hair. Were you really bedridden all this time? Ha ha. Last time when Yeon-Myeong was here, he was so obvious. If you have any beauty secrets, share them with me. Sister, what do you think about Yeon-Myeong? Huh? What? Why are you asking? Why am I asking? When his name came up, your breathing changed. Are you using your martial arts to monitor people's breathing now? But seriously, are you okay, sister? Huh? About what? Yeon-Myeong is going to the Sichuan gathering, so we won't see him for a while. What? The Sichuan gathering is basically a meeting of the evil factions. Isn't it too dangerous? Most important thing, what if Yeon meets a girl from one of the factions there and falls for her? Sister, can you handle that? That would be. You wouldn't like it, right? Then let's go to the Sichuan gathering. But if the family head feels burdened by us, don't worry about that. Your little sister has everything planned out. So, you want to go to the Sichuan gathering as my maid? Yes. I've heard that young masters Fro, the evil factions, will be competing for power there. I'm just curious to see how that competition will unfold. It shouldn't be a problem. I've been informed that one can bring one guard and one maid. Just remember that this isn't a pleasure trip. I'll find a way to win over the family head's favor no matter what. Yeon-Myeong. I sensed someone coming, and of course it was you. Yes. My sister and I have something to ask you. You're being disrespectful to the family head. Huh? Who are you? And who are you? Oh, Even Lady Miso is here. What's going on? Well, you see, my sister want to go to the Sichuan gathering. Huh? You want to go as a guard, and Lady Miso wants to go as my maid? That's right. And since you're allowed one guard and one maid, aren't we the perfect choice? I might be okay having you as my guard, Mirio, but I can't take Lady Miso. I already have someone lined up for the maid position. What? Why? If you don't take my sister, I won't go either. Then I'll have no choice but to assign another warrior to go. It's okay, Mirio. Sister. Mireo, you go ahead. I'm fine, really. The family head doesn't want it, so I can't force him. Come outside with me. Yeon-Myeong, I really think you're amazing. Not just your martial arts, but your judgment and decisiveness, too. But why are you so clueless about other things? Do you even know why I'm acting like this? Why can't my sister go? Don't you have feelings for her, too? It's like you're pushing away an opportunity that's right in front of you. This isn't a pleasure trip. It could turn into a battlefield. We don't know what might happen during confrontations with the young masters of the evil factions. If your sister comes along and ends up exposed to a danger I can't protect her from, who do you think will be held responsible? And besides, this is Black Death Alliance territory. You might even have to face their leader. Considering she's still recovering and not fully strong yet, it would be hard for her to handle. Ooh, all right. Since you put it that way, I guess I have no choice. Thank you for understanding. But I'm still going. What? But you said if your sister wasn't going, you wouldn't either. That was then. This is now. I can't leave the fox to guard the hen house. I really can't figure you out. Is someone idling about somewhere? Why are you just standing there? Feeling sleepy? There's no such thing. The defensive formation has been fully set up. Just making adjustments now. Should all be finished by tomorrow. Oh, really? Then let's see. Centering on the poison hall, passing through the medical wing, and reaching the general affairs office, the key points of the Tang clan have been protected with formations. And as you ordered, we completed it within the given time frame. This much time is enough. I can do it. You see? You can do it. If you try. Just do the remaining tasks like this too. A word of thanks wouldn't hurt. Yes, it's better than expected. With this, even if we're attacked while I'm away, we'll still be well protected. Now, what's left is, what did you summon me for, family head? We're not exactly on talking terms, Elder Tang Yeon-Myeong. I've heard you're skilled with the sword, which is why you became an elder. Since I use the sword as well, I thought it'd be nice to have a chat. The swordsmanship you showed that day was beyond my reach. I'm well aware of the gap between us. Of course, with your skills, you're not even close. So, I thought I'd give you some pointers on swordsmanship. Of course, I'm not offering this for nothing. The condition is that you follow my orders from now on. I assure you, this kind of opportunity won't come often. You could consider it a fortunate encounter. What do you think? Are you willing to change sides? We'll take our leave now. Thank you for your hospitality, and thank you for joining us in our cause. On behalf of the Gongdong sect, I extend my gratitude. Thanks to you, my internal injuries are completely healed. If the Tang clan ever needs help, I'll come running. I'm grateful for your words. We too are sending some elders and warriors to aid in your campaign against the demonic sect. To go that far, I won't forget this kindness. We'll also send the payment as soon as we return to our sect. I hope everything goes well for you. Ah, family head. If it weren't for you, my disciple and I wouldn't have made it out alive. I wouldn't say it was that serious. I'm truly grateful. You possess martial prowess far beyond your years. Before long, you might surpass even the greatest masters. Senior brother, your face has turned pale. Are you all right? I'm fine. I guess I'm just reluctant to leave. Let's go back to our sect. It wasn't a mere illusion, but how could he possess such presence? It was just a guess. But perhaps the reason for the Tang clan's resurgence isn't the family head, but the young family head. As our clan motto says, we repay kindness twofold and grudges tenfold. The main family values loyalty above all. Since we've agreed to assist, We must consider our fates tied with Gongdong Sex and face the battle together. Understood. Then, everyone, wish you good fortune in battle. To the elixir suppressing fiery poison for you. Thanks as always, Ejon. But why do you always take the same poison? There are plenty of others. Well, it's the one I'm most familiar with. And there's no poison quite like it, right? Anyway, I need to get going. My companions are waiting. I'm not worried since it's you, but make sure you come back alive. Tell me, are you really as young as you say you are? What's with that out-of-the-blue question? It's hard to believe someone your age could have such martial prowess. It's not an exaggeration to say you've surpassed many veteran warriors who've roamed the martial world for decades. Though you're not quite on the level of that invisible guest yet. And the sword technique you showed when you recruited Elder Sa, it was several levels above the sword masters I faced alongside the invisible guest. If there are people like the Black Death Alliance leader who can comprehend martial arts at a glance, then why wouldn't someone like me exist? Put aside your unnecessary curiosity. You're definitely not a dragon. Ah, here he comes! Where did you— I went to get some poison from Ijon. But who's this with you? Greet the family head. I'm Jangil, here to guide you to Chengdu. I'll ensure your safe journey. All right, I'll be counting on you. Are you leaving now? Greet the family head! There's no need to be so formal. The wind is picking up. Whatever path you choose in life, I want to support you, but don't push yourself too hard. Don't worry. Whose son do you think I am? Whose son? Your Poison Phoenix's son, of course. I hope you all stay safe and take good care of the family head. We will carry out our duties. All right, off you go then. Sichuan Tang. Wow, it really feels like a festival. It wasn't like this the last time I came. You've been here before? A few times when my dad was still running the trading company. It was quite a big company in Sichuan back then, you know? But since the evil factions took over, the business has shrunk a lot. Come to think of it, your father did mention that. If our clan grows, it would be advantageous to have a trading company for financial stability. We can't rely on the elders' embezzled funds and the medical wing's profits forever. It's becoming clear that we'll need to deal with the evil factions. Once this is all over, come see me with your father. Huh? Why? I'm planning to help him start running the trading company again. What? Really? You can't take that back later. All right. Sigh. Looks like it's going to be another slow day. I wish someone who knows how to appreciate swords would come by. I don't hear any hammering. Isn't this place open for business? You've got an unusual look about you. Ah, welcome. The swords are inside. Feel free to browse. I'm not trying to brag, but these are far superior to what you'll find elsewhere in Chengdu. Why a sword? It's better to carry a weapon even if it's just for show. But he wasn't kidding about the quality. The blade's in excellent condition. The level of sharpness is impressive. You've got a right to boast. Do you know how to evaluate swords? A little. Despite the lack of decoration, the blade's sharp aura is impressive. It shows that the forging and tempering were done with great precision. Just from tapping it a few times and glancing at it, this could be. All the swords here seem to be of high quality, so just pick one that suits you. Wait, hold on a moment. I'll be right back, so don't move. Here, open it up. It's been a while since I've met someone who appreciates swords, so I'm excited to show you this. This is the masterpiece of an old forge called the Demon-Slaying Sword. Yeon-Myeong, this is. Wow. Even I, with no expertise in swords, can tell just how amazing this blade is. My master was the one forging it, but he passed away from illness. I took over and finished it. What do you think? I can proudly say it's worthy of being called a masterpiece. Indeed, it's on par with the sword I used in my past life. I can feel the sharpness radiating from it constantly, but it's a brilliant sword. However, I don't really need a blade of this caliber. Wait, why not? Didn't it meet your expectations? Quite the opposite. You've crafted a sword you should be proud of. And that's why I think it's too much for me. A sword like this would only draw unnecessary attention. A simple sword suits me better. So, I'll pay for the one I picked earlier. Sigh. If you insist, I guess I have no choice. What's going on right now? Young Master Yeon. Didn't I order you to bring me the best sword? Hyunyang Sek's young master Yeon Sokyeon. How dare you hide such a sword and deceive me? How dare a mere blacksmith mock me? It's a misunderstanding, young Master Yeon. What's this? There's a strange aura among those who look like his guards. Something's off. Knew something felt wrong. It's demonic energy. Yeah, I've faced it a few times with the invisible guest. This, your first time seeing it? I've only heard about it. This is my first time seeing it in person. Why are Venom sect bastards here in Sichuan? Who knows? But we can just capture one and interrogate him. Step aside. I'm going to kill that blacksmith. If you don't move, I'll kill you first. You've got a foul mouth for a brat. What? This bastard. Young master, at your level, no matter how good the sword is, you won't be able to use it properly. Come back after 20 more years of training. How dare you lay a hand on the grandson Nam Jin-soon, the lord of Hyunyang sect, under the Black Death Alliance? Don't expect to live after this. I don't care about your status, brat. You lot, what's your connection to the demon sect? Where did he come from? Wah! How dare you call our sect such a slur? Do you not value your life? Young master, behind us. Gah. From now on, we, the Heavenly Moon Brigade, will be taking care of you. Young Master Yeon, get rid of these scraps. I'm amazed. I thought our concealment was perfect. How did you notice us? With the stench of those demon sect bastards reeking from a mile away, how could I not notice? If you're trying to hide your identity, at least cover your ugly face properly, you crazy bastard. Why are you provoking someone right to their face? Exercising patience. You see these guys getting killed and still don't feel any sense of urgency? Urgency? Maybe you should worry about that instead. From where I'm standing, you and those fallen guys are all the same. Escort young Master Yeon. I'm going to kill that guy. This way. Who are you? Let me go! Does that brat really not know? He doesn't seem uninvolved. How dare you? Lose focus. What? I was definitely faster, and yet I got knocked back? I need to counterattack quickly. After swinging it, I can feel it's definitely a masterpiece. The weight distribution between the hilt and blade is near perfect, and it's razor sharp without a single drop of blood staining it. It's truly the work of a master. Your master created a masterpiece. And you, who continued his legacy, are remarkable as well. Master. Every valuable object eventually finds its rightful owner. This sword will find its master someday too. You must only give this sword to someone who can truly appreciate its worth. I found it. The true owner of the demon-slaying sword. Who's next to try their luck? Come at me all at once if you want. Cocky bastard. Don't underestimate us. I am getting too tired to be surprised anymore. That guy. When did he even learn swordsmanship? Everything is going so smoothly. Those Black Death Alliance bastards have no idea that I'm from the Heavenly Demon Divine Cult, not even in their wildest dreams. Second son-in-law of the Black Death Alliance is Hyun-so Nam Jin-soon. My son, Yeon So-chang, has the martial talent befitting the bloodline of the Yeon family. Even though he's my kid, it's true that there's no one among his peers who can match him. If I can have him demonstrate his martial skills at the Sichuan Assembly and get him into the Black Death Alliance leadership, that will be the first step toward weakening their power. By the time they realize what's happening, the demonic path will already have arrived in Sichuan. Sir Yeon, you are a member of the Heavenly Moon Brigade, escorting So-xiang, aren't you? Sir, young Master Yeon is being attacked by a masked assailant, almost done cleaning up. But who's going to deal with this mess? By the way, are you okay with this? One of them got away earlier, and if they bring reinforcements, I let them go on purpose. This idiot doesn't even know he's connected to the demon cult. There must be someone who hired these guys to protect Kim. You keep misunderstanding me. I'm not with the demon cult. I don't even know who these guys are. You'll figure that out soon enough. You'll find out when you ask those who are coming now. We know you're holding the young master hostage. Release the hostage and surrender, and we'll spare your lives. But if you resist, we'll rip you to shreds and feed you to the beasts. We're here. What do you think you can do now? Father! Who's the real villain here? Damn it, there's way more of them now. What's your plan, seriously? How dare you? Do you even know who you're messing with? The demon cult? I can sense the sinister energy coming from you, it's demonic energy. You've hidden your identity and come to Sichuan to stir up trouble, haven't you? I'm not sure if the Black Death Alliance knows this, but I doubt they'll just let it slide if they find out. That guy. He recognized the suppressed demonic energy? And the fact that he came out unscathed, even though the Heavenly Moon Brigade should have taken him down. This guy is dangerous. He must be killed. By the name of the Yeon family. I command you, Heavenly Moon Brigade, use your reverse blood demonic technique. Reverse blood demonic technique? Isn't that what Heaven's Brilliance Demon Lord used when he invaded the Tang family? Yeon family? Are you related to Yeon Jungyuk? Is that really all you have to ask before you die? I have no personal grudge against you, but your family destroyed mine. Ha ha ha. Is there any family my brother hasn't destroyed? The Jeagle family? The Myeong family? Since we're in Sichuan, it must be the Tang family. Tell me where you're from. I'll kill you and completely wipe out your family too. Obviously, we'll just end up dead if we go there. But right now, we have no choice but to trust the young master. Heavenly Moon Brigade, kill him. Hey kid, those guys are pretty fired up. What's your plan? What do you think? You really need to ask? Just cut them down! This is impossible. The 70 Heavenly Moon Brigade warriors using the reverse blood demonic technique, even a master at the peak realm wouldn't be this overwhelmingly strong. This feels just like when I was in the cult, left guardian of the Heavenly Demon cult, Gong Sante. When we complete the initiation ceremony of the vice leader of the Heavenly Demon Church, right guardian of the Heavenly Demon cult, Hyokrion. The victor, Yeon Jungyuk, my brother Jungyuk's martial prowess, which even overwhelmed the left and right guardians at their peak. That overwhelming pressure I haven't felt from anyone since that day. I'm feeling it from this guy. This fight is unwinnable. Please spare me. At the very least, I must save Socheong. I'll give up my life. Just please spare Socheong. I don't know what grudge you have with the Heavenly Demon cult, but that child is different from me. He's just an ordinary kid who doesn't even know he's involved. So please, let him go. Ordinary, huh? Is it normal in the demon cult to try to kill a blacksmith just because he didn't give you a good sword? You bastard. Are you angry? The families of the people you've killed probably felt the same way. But you, I don't really feel sorry for you. I have no intention of sparing anything related to the Heavenly Demon cult. Ugh. Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah. Stop talking and go to the afterlife. You're just giving it to me? This sword? If you weren't here, we wouldn't even be alive right now. So consider that as payment for the sword. As Master wished, the sword has found its rightful owner. So he would be satisfied even if you just gave it away. Well, if he's giving it, why hesitate? Congratulations, young master. Ahem. Well, if that's everyone's opinion, I'll use it well. The sword stands out, so could you give me a simple scabbard to go with it? Of course. This boy is more impressive than I expected. You could call it destiny. It is believed that only a Tang family member can handle this sword this well. When this kid grows up, an even greater monster than Mo Yan. Hey, look at that guy over there. Is there someone like him among the successors of the Sichuan sects? Both his guards and his companion are women, so he must be a womanizer, right? The Sichuan Assembly is such a major event, so why did he even bother coming if he's going to act like that? I bet his martial arts skills are trash too. But why are the women in the city reacting like that? Feels like I've already lost before even fighting. I've seen many young martial artists, but none can match this guy in looks. Could you tell us your family, sect, and name? Tang Family. I'm Tang Yeon-Myeong, the young master of the Sichuan Tang Family. Oh, he's already here. The young master of the Tang Family. Yes, master. He registered his name on the participant list early this morning and then went straight to his quarters. All right, let him rest for now. Soon, I will kill that arrogant brat and avenge your grudge. This area is known for frequent bandit attacks, and yet you're wandering alone. You're lucky I came along, miss. Are you hurt? That was the first time I met Mac and Gyuk. I was surviving as a concubine of a high-ranking military officer, but it was nothing more than a life as a plaything. Then one day, the officer died suddenly in an accident. He had a hobby of collecting martial arts manuals during his life, and I, wanting to start a new life, grabbed one and ran away. That's how I ended up meeting Mak and Gyuk that day. After that, we grew close quickly. He, who was from the Wudang sect, taught me the basics of martial arts to defend myself. After mastering the basics, I began practicing the manual I had stolen. It was the Red Lotus flame art, but cruelly, the world did not allow me my happiness. From that point on, my body began to weaken day by day, as if I had contracted an incurable disease. Sensing that I didn't have much time left, I left his side. I didn't want him to see me in such a pitiful state. Time passed, and as I heard news that Makin Gyuk had become the head of the Great Darkness Silent Sword sect and was gaining power, I was dying. The constant pain made me wish I could just die already, but my regrets wouldn't let me close my eyes. If I could just see Makin Gyuk one last time. Miss! Ryan Ju, this is the woman I mentioned who possesses remarkable talent. But why is she on the brink of death like this? She's learned martial arts of both yin and yang. Since her vitality and energy conflict with each other, it's natural that her body is dying. If you wish to live, recite the formulas of the martial arts you've learned. Should I call this a stroke of fate? As if hypnotized by his words, I opened my mouth and began to recite the formula. After listening to the entire formula, the man took less than half an hour. This should work. To create a new version of the Red Lotus flame art, modified so that a woman could use it with her yin energy. If you reach a high level, the accumulated internal injuries will naturally heal, so keep practicing. He was none other than Yu Giljun, the leader of the Black Death Alliance who ruled over Sichuan. To show my loyalty to Ryanju for saving my life, I established the Transforming Heart sect and joined the Black Death Alliance. Since Mak Injuk was also part of the Black Death Alliance, I thought I could rekindle our relationship. I sought you out again because of your talent, not for any other reason, so don't get caught up in old feelings anymore. His heart had drifted much further away than I had imagined. I couldn't blame him. I was the one who left first. But I didn't want to miss this opportunity that had come again. I suppressed my feelings, hoping that one day he would understand my sincerity. Then, the news of the Great Darkness Silent Sword sect's annihilation reached me. That day, I made up my mind. I will kill the young master of the Tang family, Tang Yeon-Myeong. I want to track him down and eliminate him right now. But he's a master who has surpassed the peak realm. Even with my Red Lotus flame art, it would be hard to kill him. I'll hold back a little longer. At the upcoming Sichuan assembly, I've prepared a fate that you won't be able to escape. Complete destruction, this monstrous bastard. I've been disrupting his mental training for over an hour, but he hasn't moved an inch. Is this really the focus of a kid? I'd believe it if you told me he was an old master who had rejuvenated. What the hell is he doing in there? As expected, it's impossible to fully manifest the Eliminate technique with the Green Heart Poison technique. Even though I cut down 70 people with a single strike that day, it was still a degraded version with its power reduced by half. If it had been at full power, in my past life, I used a mental technique called Destructive Force. Only by mastering that can I truly unleash the full power of the Eliminate technique. Destructive force has a nature that weakens the body, causing ordinary people to die suddenly. Only my master and I, who were born with the talent to control power, could handle it. Of course, now that I've reached the peak realm and my body has become stronger, if I mastered destructive force, I could quickly regain the martial prowess of my past life. Have I become too attached to the sword, making me question this? But that's not the right answer. Even though it's degraded, I've still managed to manifest the essence of Eliminate with my current technique. The reason its power is weak is that the current mental technique doesn't align with my swordsmanship. I suppose I could modify the Green Heart Poison technique to align with my swordsmanship. Get rid of that. I told you to stop already. What the? You weren't sleeping? I wasn't. Anyway, are you ready? Of course. We're just waiting on you, Yeon-Myeong. All right. Let's head out. But miss, how long are you going to treat the young master like a friend? Why do you care? Yeon-Myeong hasn't said anything. Does it look good for a guard to act too casually around her master? Why are you so worried about Yeon-Myeong's dignity? Yeon-Myeong isn't wrong. Are you siding with her now? But that doesn't mean you have to tiptoe around those guys from the unorthodox sects, right? Yeah, no need to worry about dignity in front of a pile of corpses. Before that, since you attacked me, I should pay you back, right? Tenfold, young master.